So how do y'all express love, man?
I don't.
Exactly. Exactly what I just said.
I pass him the blunt.
Silence.
I don't want to become the best employee of the month because it don't even require that there. Yours was more like it.
You was kind of humping the ground, making love to the ground. These are crazy.
These are kind of hard,
my nigga.
That's hard.
Crazy.
Let me describe them. Let me describe them.
You normally don't give people compliments until they beat you.
No, because we wasn't there, so he has to be honest.
Nah, that's not true.
First of all, debating liberals, you're already losing. It's like fighting a gay dude.
See, y'all some symbolic ass niggas. When did y'all get?
Do you understand what
symbolism?
After I got it,
yeah,
that's when it started again. Because I had something to lie about.
I was trying to think of how to admit that.
Well, I'm gonna be the nigga that's the big gorilla, big silverback ape with the big chest with all the bitches, nigga.
Lauren, you was right. We was gonna fail. You was gonna get us kicked out.
I'm gonna try.
Hello, America.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yes.
And the Netherlands.
Yeah.
LOI the show.
J Noblez.
Tone Groove.
White man behind the boards.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We are in the building.
And if that year sounded just a little bit more asthmatic than normal, we did get into a little battle of the egos right before the podcast started recording.
Yeah, we participated in a push-up competition.
How did it start? Because it was shit being talked, and that's usual around the Menace Material.
What happened was, I think you said you could do a high number, and then immediately after, AJ said, like, I saw a look on his face. It was like, what?
Well,
like,
who asked
Lauren,
the question,
I know you.
though? Who asked the question?
I don't know who brought it up, but then Tone probably said some shit.
Yeah,
he probably brought himself into it. It was like, I could probably do a little bit more.
That's not
so big and strong.
That's not what happened. No, I think AJ threw a stray at me. Because we all went around the room. We was like, how many could you do right now? I was like, probably 30, 40. AJ was like, nigga, 30, 40. So I was like, all right, now 30, 40 happens.
That's the same shit Jordan said. He hearing shit. He's making up shit.
Now 30, 40
Nobody said, okay, well, I didn't hear that.
Nah,
that's what
AJ did attack him.
Okay.
AJ came after because he's overconfident.
Yeah.
But as we saw, that doesn't translate to strength.
Exactly.
To anything functional.
Exactly.
We got on the ground. We all did our due diligence. I did the 40 piece that was expected.
It was a little lackadaisical towards the end.
Yours was more lackadaisical.
It was a little lackadaisical towards the end.
Yours was more lackadaisical
You
than mine.
was kind of humping the ground, making love to the ground.
You were doing a cat pose. You
shout
thought
out
this
to
was
Lauren,
yoga.
though. Shout out to Lauren, because he did about like 50, 60 of them things.
He did 50 because we asked him to do 50. I said I'd do 40 if he do 50.
Yeah, I did 51.
Oh, yeah.
51?
Yeah, because I was going to go up to 60, but then I was like, nobody else is still going. So I was like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah.
Nobody
else is going with good form.
Yeah, but everybody else stopped by the time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because all the other good performers
all got up, so I was like, fuck it.
All the other good performers did what they had to do.
Yeah, whatever, nigga. Fuck out of here.
And, AJ, of course, was the weakest.
Yeah.
As expected, 23 push-ups.
Yeah.
When he was supposed to do 25. Yeah,
Oh, is that what he said? He stopped at 23?
Yeah, he said he stopped at 23.
Okay.
Everybody shame AJ in the comments.
That's not bad for his size,
Push him to do 25.
It's not bad for his what?
His size?
That don't mean nothing.
No.
That's not terrible.
We're not making excuses.
25 push. No, because you got to think about it.
There's niggas out
here. The
here.
reason he wasn't about to do it was because 25, come on, I could do 25. That's what he said.
That's true.
Key.
He had that attitude.
That is a key moment. AJ said 25 without a doubt. He had a cord in him.
Literally. Nah, the nigga's crazy.
Nigga came up too short, but
yeah.
Just know this Olympics is coming.
The Olympics.
And there's gonna be some upsets, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a couple upsets. There's gonna be a couple strong niggas that think that they should have scored better than they actually did. And I just can't wait to see this come to fruition.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Especially when we start touching these weights, these gloves.
When we start touching these weights, when we start touching these sports.
Yeah. These gloves.
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. These gloves.
Shout out 2H. I hooped with 2H recently.
What happened? He tweeted something. I was like,
I saw.
He
told me about it there.
I was like, what does this mean?
He tweeted. He was like, I'm about to go hoop with Tone Groove. Let's see how this goes.
But no, when he got back.
Yeah, he said something else. He was like,
were y'all on the same team?
Yeah, we was on the same team.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, what happened was when we got there, we played 2v2. It was me and him against the two niggas he brought. Shout out to them brothers. I forgot their name, but the one dude, he was nice as fuck. The other dude was pretty good too.
Okay.
And so me and 2H was getting our ass buzzed. I was
gonna say, it sounded like you was taking some L.
Yeah, we was getting our ass.
You normally don't give people compliments until they beat you.
No, because we wasn't there, so he has to be honest.
Nah, that's not true.
And 2H is going to watch this, so it's a different level.
I see. So you got to give somebody else the credit first.
That's why.
So whatever you're going to say afterwards, it lands a little lighter.
It's groove.
I see what you're saying.
Y'all don't even know what's about to happen.
Shout out to lovely ladies.
Yeah, shout out to lovely ladies and the Legion of Leisure. Y'all don't even know what's about to happen.
Okay, but what was you saying?
The first game, we was shit. We was getting our asses whooped, right?
In what area? Like
2v2, and it was just all around like
mid range.
Like my rhythm was off. I wasn't hooping for real.
Rhythm,
but slowly I got it back. Right, second game.
Okay.
So now we proceeded to go into 4v4s. So the two dudes that we was just playing against, we're now on the same team, right? And like I said, you know, at first I'm out there. I wouldn't say Bambi legs, but I'm not as optimal as I should be, right? But just progressively throughout the game, I just got colder and colder.
Okay.
All to the point where at the end, 2H tweeted, he was like, this nigga just played like 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑. I went from being probably the third best on the team to top.
You talking about
within 3 games.
So what are you saying? Like,
and we was whooping them boys' ass.
Oh, so we say you're getting colder and colder. You mean you was actually getting nicer and nicer?
So why were you ass in the beginning?
The game started coming back to me.
You were being. It sounds like you were playing a selfish game.
Nah, I wasn't playing a selfish game.
Were you playing a selfish game?
Nah, I was playing actually the correct way. I did some cold shit, and I didn't realize how cold it was in the moment until we all sat down on the bench.
Okay, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it?
Oh my god, that shit was the illest thing I've ever seen. It was like, this nigga did magic.
Okay, what is it, nigga?
So I was in the post, right?
Yeah.
I was on the right post.
Okay.
I was dribbling this shit. I was about to go into a fadeaway, but then I saw my guys, they was moving. So it's one dude at the top, right? He's open, but he's not as open as he thinks he is. So I faked the pass to him, right? The defense all shift that way, and then I just throw a no-look dime to Noah right in the fucking paint, and that shit just came with so much force. You know that one pass LeBron did where he was just like, he just let it go?
Yeah.
And it was just boom, it was one of those.
Okay.
That was just, was that your,
right way.
Was that your only assist?
Now, I had a bunch of assists, but towards that last game, I became the scoring threat that I've always should.
Okay.
Like, cause it was a few moments where, like, the nigga who was guarding me, he couldn't guard me, so I beat him out the dribble, right? Get to the lane and blow a wide open layup because I'm bullshitting. You know? But then progressively throughout the game,
would you say everybody
as you do in life?
No, he said he was the most ass person. Well, you was the third ass.
Third best. No, not third ass, because I'm on the team with Noah.
Oh,
And Noah's not even ass, and it's like, it's crazy.
Does he play like Dennis Rodman?
He's the perfect player. He's the perfect, like, not comp player. He's just the perfect addition to any team.
Okay.
Because he knows he's not a dribbling threat, shooting threat, barely a layup threat. But what he will do is get rebounds, play as best as defense as he can, and get back every time.
And
he makes the right pass. He's setting off ball screens and shit. So I'm like, he's not scoring, but it's not hurting us because he's doing everything else. He's the perfect intangible player.
It's like a Draymond Green.
Without the passing.
Well, no,
he's not out there just creating shots.
So it's Draymond Green without the passing.
Yeah, but he will pass the ball. He'll give you the ball when you need it. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple dribble handoffs we had. Splash that thing in the corner.
So would he be the fifth player we would want to run with?
I wouldn't be mad at that. Y'all niggas might get a concussion trying to get the same rebound, but that's the type of effort we need.
On some Looney Tunes shit.
Yeah,
smack into each other.
Now we down.
Your body squish into each other.
We down too because these niggas.
Nah, because of Draymond Green and Patrick Beverly, they appreciate each other, so they run in different lanes. They allow things to happen in different ways. So.
Exactly. You know, let me handle all the big shot, the game-winning buzzer beaters.
I wish I would have been. Because I was curious to see how Noah hooped.
Yeah.
And then he tweeted that shit. I was like, does that mean he beat Tone?
No.
But
no, we was on the same team.
Okay.
He said I play like 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑.
But would you think everybody like overall was in close talent bracket on that court?
On that court. It was one dude in there who was obviously better than everybody else. He was a younger dude. Like, he's still hooping for real. I think he's in the Army just so he can get on like the Army team and try to really do some shit. The nigga was 18, but like we was whipping his team's ass because he ain't had no help. Like, he was nice as fuck. It was some shit he did to know that I was
so y'all
like,
played more than 2-on-2 then?
Now, we started off with the 2v2, trying to get our foot and warmed up. Then some more boys came in. We did a little 4v4.
What happened to Noah?
Noah just got utterly destroyed. Like, I think like he came down, sham guard, right?
Okay.
But he didn't get the shot. He wanted off the sham guard, so he kind of pivoted, faked Noah so hard on the fade that Noah like flew out of bounds, spun back around, and bow. I was like,
damn. At first I thought you said
I
no.
gave him depth. I was like, good shot. Nigga, like, where the fuck Noah go?
Damn.
Send that nigga to the phantom zone. But yeah.
And where were you? Was you trying to help?
I was watching.
Exactly.
I was nowhere near.
I
was watching though.
Yeah.
There's nothing you could do to help a nigga in that situation.
I bet. Because he wasn't getting fucked up the whole game.
I'm all the way on the left wing. He on the low block. It's like, what am I gonna do? Go over there? Be a part of that carnival?
Okay.
Fuck that shit.
Well, at least you just explain the position.
But nah, I started hooping my ass off towards the end, and it's like, I'm thoroughly. I don't know if I said this on the last episode, but I'm about to start training again.
You did say that.
Taking this shit very serious. Yeah.
I mean,
just be aware.
What? Let me know what.
I hope I see this progress.
It's hard for me to get like to the events right now with y'all niggas, like to go hoop and to go all that shit. But let me know what days y'all doing shit like that so I can try to get there if I can.
Yeah. Because
we'll
let you know.
I would like to get back on my shit on all this shit too. So,
yeah.
You know.
You trying to put some work in, or you just trying to play?
I put work in, like to get good at shit. Like,
that's
get
what
better.
I like.
Yeah.
That's the type of talk I like.
Yeah.
Remember
I told y'all
for evolution.
Remember I told y'all that before too, because I was like, the next few games I play, I'm about to be real trash, and y'all was like laughing and shit, and then Tone was like, I get him though, because it means he's actually gonna be trying shit he's not used to, because he's trying to get better at it.
Yeah, you're gonna be uncomfortable out there because you're trying to get comfortable.
Because I'm trying to get comfortable, so I'm gonna be driving with my left a lot more, trying to finish with my left a lot more, trying to shit like that. Because I'm trying to get around these moments where I have to finish with my left.
Of assness.
How can I? Shut up, you can't finish with your left. Stop yourself.
Yeah. I'm better than you.
No, you finishing with your left?
Probably.
He can foul with his left. Probably. Put it this way: he's got a nice jab on the court.
Yeah, fuck that.
But
nice jab. I got a nice jab everywhere, nigga. Grass on the field.
You bring it everywhere with you too,
yeah,
huh,
nah, nigga. You do the same too, nigga. You trying to be like me?
Nothing. I rely on skill.
Nah,
but
nigga.
Damn, what was I about to say? What was we just talking about? Training, basketball.
Yeah,
what do your Saturdays be looking like?
Right now, they should be good. I just had some things to handle every Saturday so far.
It's always something,
because that's like the only day I've had
to actually
do anything. To actually handle shit.
Yeah,
so like I've had to go early morning. The supply store I got to go to get the shit for work.
Gross.
They close at noon on Saturdays, so I got to go there early to start doing shit. And then once I'm done with that, there's normally something to do at the crib or something. So I haven't had that time.
White man got priorities and
now that I've gotten through that part, I'm good. I got most of all I need.
Yeah,
I'm good. That part is done. I should have the mornings available. And if you
really want to work, nigga, I mean, shit, nigga, Fridays after 5, nigga, you off. Fuck it.
But I'm not off that early.
Oh,
it depends.
Well, shit, at 8.
Nigga,
you hungry, right?
Nigga, I didn't get home till 8:20 the other day.
What?
I left the house at 6:30 that day.
The other day meaning like
yesterday. Not yesterday, Thursday.
Good God, Lauren, you living the life of a juvenile delinquent.
But
I will say, next Saturday that you're free, we can definitely put some pain in. You know, you're more than welcome. You actually need to come.
Nigga, I don't need to come.
Nigga.
I don't need to come. I'm not trying to have hoop dreams. I'm not trying to become a D3 athlete.
I'm just trying to get
Lauren.
I'm just trying to get you at the end of the bench.
You know, there's some people in the comments who said they believe in me, so it don't even matter.
That
was actually a lovely lady. She commented a couple times. Shout out to her.
She said she believes in his athletic ability.
Yeah, shout out to her.
But it was one nigga in the comments who said Lauren is completely delusional thinking he can play D2
so at least I got one on each side.
You would disgrace the sports.
I got one on each side.
That's what he said. One on each. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
But she didn't say she think that you can go D2. She said, I believe in, like, she might have said that when we said you can jump the height.
No.
She's also never seen you.
It doesn't matter. She can hear that I speak with the most objectivity. That's why she's saying that. She's listened to us enough to know who's objective about shit.
The most objectivity? No.
Absolutely.
You try to nerf everybody else's abilities in favor of your incompetence.
You sound like him now.
Just with this particular
Whoa, don't sound like me. No. What are you talking about?
Anyway, no.
I don't know. I forgot the point. But regardless, Saturdays when you're free, hit a nigga up. Because, you know, my new job now.
Oh my God.
My new job now allows me to be off on the weekends and shit.
Oh, you switched?
So yeah, you know, I'm at a new corporation. I wouldn't say corporation. I'm at a new facility. It is blue collar.
It's in the middle, right?
It's blue collar-esque.
Yo, that's like some liberal work you're doing, right?
Kind of. A little bit. There's
like
a lot of liberal
shit.
dudes in there. It's crazy. It's liberal people and conservative people all in one commune. You see, I work at a neon sign assembly line. Assembly line makes it sound a lot more elaborate than what it actually is. In short, I do arts and crafts for 9 hours a day. Get paid for it. That's all that shit feels like. So, you know, I had to learn a few new skills, right? I had to learn how to solder. You know, that's connecting electrical currents, putting down the material. You know, I got my own workspace. A lot of tools and shit. And
you been brazing and shit?
What?
You been brazing with like using solder to braze shit?
Don't confuse them.
Yeah.
Just
okay. Yeah, I just haven't heard that second term before. But it's only my second day. I've only worked 2 days in that bitch.
Okay. You got it. Okay.
But you know, I'm learning the game and all that shit. And there's a lot of colorful characters in that motherfucker.
You was telling me about the big booty bitch. She's like. Well, not.
I guess we can start with her.
Not like telling me. Like telling me about her. Like she's a cool person.
But my girl, I love
nigga
you.
is the worst, bro.
Oh, you're the biggest booty in my life.
Talking about basically.
Nah, because this is what happened. The fastest person in there with making the signs, it happens to be this big booty bitch.
It's the big booty bitch.
She was introduced to me as the big booty bitch. My manager called it that.
That was her name.
He was like, my boo, the big booty bitch over there. And I was like,
yeah.
Oh, okay, I see the big booty bitch with the signs.
Yeah.
She the fastest there. But it's just a lot of colorful characters in there. And I like the work environment because everybody in there appreciates jokes.
Yeah.
Or at least my table. Because I'm coming in behind the class of niggas that's training.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm still in the training phase. I'm like a day behind them niggas. It's like two niggas. This is white boy. He country as fuck. And your theory about white people getting married like completely too young,
yeah,
I just keep seeing it everywhere I go.
Yeah, it's a good theory.
Like the niggas,
it's a part of my stand-up.
The nigga's 20 years old. He has a fiance that he's been with for 6 years.
Yeah, yeah.
That's egregious.
And just like to that point, the first time I've noticed that was real, I'm at Target. It was this white bitch I was thinking about macking on. Turns out she's like a Mormon. Her husband working at the job. I didn't think they was going out because it's like they're Mormons. They barely hold hands. Yeah. So, but like they're soaking or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't even know. It's like, damn, 4 years?
That's crazy.
Nah, he just sopping that pussy. But see, you would never know.
It's not my business.
It's no PDA for real.
It's no like sign on her forehead.
But where was that? But nigga, it's just a bunch of like, my manager is this country white dude, but he's kind of like, I'm trying to think of a white player comparison. That, like, think Big John, but a little bit more country. And if Big John knew every black conspiracy theory in Hollywood. That's my guy. We in there talking about Jay-Z having a fucking ring, allegedly.
Yeah.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Shit like that.
Might want to mark the human.
Yeah. Mark something. Maybe you take it out.
Sure.
I think talking about Hov is the same thing as like talking about who.
Jesus.
Speaking of
Voldemort.
Yeah, about Voldemort.
Yeah.
Which is funny. Can we like tell these niggas that? Like
about
why we shouldn't be talking about Voldemort?
Yeah.
I think this thing is funny.
Yeah.
So during the Joe Budden trip, we chilling, like we just politicking with the nigga. And I forgot who asked the question. But somebody asked him, like, is there people that you just don't talk about anymore? He was like, oh, yeah. He's one of them.
Whoa.
Don't talk about him.
Yeah, you said his name.
Yeah, we'll bleep that.
Yeah, bleep that.
Yeah.
You making long work overtime for this pod.
Well, yeah, what's happening?
Yeah, it's be fine.
Yeah, all these bad words.
He was like, yeah, we don't talk about him.
Hey, hold on, slow down.
You did it again.
Yeah, my bad.
God damn.
My bad. Does it even really matter?
Yes,
it does.
Yes,
but I'm not
you
going
brought
past,
his name up
but I'm
in
not,
the conversation of names we can't bring up.
In a bad light.
You're right.
I'm just saying his name.
He does have a point with that.
But there's still like somebody still entrusted you with a conversation in a sense.
That's another way to think about it.
You see all the responsibility in Lauren's face?
Yeah.
He said, "Be real."
But hey, nigga, you
okay? I guess bleep it.
Yeah, bleep
I'm sorry, Lauren. But yeah, we can't speak about that guy.
Yeah, it was.
But
just
we
funny,
speak about that guy a lot in my job.
Really?
Literally, yeah. All them guys. That's all that they talk about. And the thing is, right?
You're talking about black dudes around white dudes?
It's black dudes there.
Oh, okay.
One of them. I'm two of them.
One of them, nigga.
There's more black dudes there, but the conversations we be having, I'm telling you, I'm with a bunch of white black dudes.
So specifically,
bunch of Malibu's finest.
Is it just about like yo, like what type of conversations?
Literally, yo. Like yo was the premise for everything.
Antithesis.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's like, yo,
what's being talked about?
Like he'll be like, hey, homie. Yo, so what happened was apparently, so this girl came over to him, right? Because he was showing me he was teaching me one of the training things, right? This girl comes over. She's like, could you please have a conversation with Sarah for all intents and purposes? Like, she keeps talking about, can we say this word? Baby deletions?
Yeah.
We can say the clinical term?
Baby deletions.
That's fine.
Sarah's over there barking about abortions, and she was like, this is a real sensitive subject for me. Like, they kind of pissing me off. I need to, like, cool off a little bit. So he was like, fuck, I be telling them about that shit, right? Like,
wait, he put his finger down. And
he was like, man, that's one thing about me, man. In the workplace, I try not to talk about religion, politics, and I forgot what the third one was. So he went over there, right?
Which is probably abortion.
Well, yeah, but that's politics. He goes over there, right? He strains that whole situation down. He comes back over him. Immediately, dog. Like, not immediately. Like 2 minutes later, right? Somebody brings up something about abortions again, and then he just proceeds to say his whole stance on it. He's like, man, you know, I don't like telling women what to do with their bodies and woo-doo-woo-doo-woo. He goes into a 5-minute debacle on how he feels about abortions. 2 minutes after, he just chewed them motherfuckers out about that.
So what, is
shit.
he going left or right?
He's kind of in the middle, but like he doesn't really believe in it. It's kind of like he was trying to appease everybody at the table. He's one of them dudes.
He doesn't believe in the aspect of like clipping a baby?
He thinks he's real. He has like the most, I don't want to say conservative, but it's just like left leaning, but still moderate. It's like, hey, I don't think you should do that unless grape situations.
Oh yeah,
you know, things of that nature. All the caveats.
Oh
so
yeah.
He's kind of like
caveats where you can.
He's not exactly center, but he's more center than a lot of the extremists. That
and he probably just said, he might have just said that to save face.
And this conversation just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, just out of nowhere, it just happened to land on the table.
This is his new job.
Type of guy. It's the easiest job I've ever had. In
this
the
might
world.
be a good place to get material.
It's the that's exactly what I thought of when I went on the job interview. I was like, all right, this is probably gonna be funny. Yeah. And it's the easiest job I've ever done for real. I make neon signs. Like you gotta learn how to do that shit. But once you get down to capabilities,
but you've been there for 2 days.
I'm gonna be pumping them out like a big booty bitch.
How many you're expecting to do?
Starting off or just when I get to my stride?
Like
she doing 8 to 12.
Whenever you become
that's my expectation.
Whenever you become the best employee of the month.
I don't want to become the best employee of the month because they don't even require that there. You know what I'm saying? They want you to work at your own pace. It's about spacing in this motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. It's a real zen environment. You saw that video I showed you, right?
I saw it.
Sitting in the club and they're jamming.
I mean,
white boy
that
getting
was
ready.
the
He
worst
hyped
part
the clock out
of the video.
Oh, you sent the video from work?
Yeah.
Can we watch it?
They can't watch it, but I showed it to you.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a chill environment in that motherfucker. Some other shit happened. I just really can't remember it in the moment. Just gonna come back to me. There was a reason I brought this shit up. But overall.
But yeah, you're liking it though?
Oh, the one thing that is the downside of this shit is that soldering is apparently dangerous as fuck. Can we Google how hazardous soldering is?
Well, so break it down for the people.
YouTube
like, so soldering is with electrical
wiring?
when
you see the
like
grid,
hot wiring a car type shit?
A little bit. You know when you see the grid that's under an LED light?
Yeah.
It's like it's got the orange and the little silver nodules and shit. So I have to use this. Oh, Lauren, you see that video on the far left?
Yeah, right.
That short, click that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Soldering. Okay. Whoops.
My shit is a lot more like advanced.
So you're talking about like
tools,
for electrical wiring, electrical stuff that
I'm doing the electrical wiring. Okay. I lay down the solder.
Okay.
I do everything actually.
So shit like this, basically.
Yeah, man's work.
Fuck. And what is this? What do the signs say? Like free,
whatever the customer ordered. Like, there's one that says James with a basketball on it. Like it's just whatever it's customized. It's a different project every time. See, his shit sloppy. I'm already nicer than this nigga.
His shit not sloppy.
Nah, his shit is very sloppy. I get a nice.
It's probably from,
he's not making
bubble. He's not making a simple sign. He's probably making a computer deck, nigga.
It looks like he's learning how to solder. I could teach him a thing or two.
That nigga making a microchip. Tony, just focus on your fucking sign. Nigga.
You need to focus on what's going on the screen because you probably got 4 more weeks at your occupation before you with me.
4 more weeks is probably a little bit too long.
Yeah, nigga. I'll show you how to. I can teach you some shit on the side.
Nigga, I'm finding another sales job before I go to that fucking shit.
I'm telling you, this shit is beautiful. It's
You're making a
situation.
Now this is what I was doing.
That's what you was doing.
That's a lot more gangster.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
And that's solder. It's the same thing. So you're using solder to.
Oh, you soldering that?
You're using solder to put that together. Yeah.
I can for sure.
So that's like brazen type shit.
Yeah.
And then you put those copper, those iron pieces of iron together.
The only thing to get hot at your job is your monitor, nigga.
The only thing to get hot at your job is the thermometer.
Women's occupation.
You wouldn't know how hot a laptop gets because you haven't been in front of a laptop in years.
Because I'm in front of you
haven't had to check an email. You haven't had to check a LinkedIn post, nigga. You ain't had to check nothing.
You know why? Because I get paid for these. You get paid for your time.
I get paid for these too.
No, what do you do with these, nigga?
Ask Lauren.
Cuticles
ask your liver a couple weeks ago.
Cuticles are looking very
cute.
Ask
your liver a couple weeks.
I'm not the one to say. Don't say ask Lauren like you better stop that shit.
Yeah, nigga.
Ask Lauren. Yeah,
you see the proper footwork.
You see that though, right?
You need to stop stepping on these
wives.
You see that, right? Yeah, I see you fucking the show
fucking
up.
size 13s. But yeah, nigga, ask Lauren.
I don't know why you keep saying that, nigga. I have no idea why you keep saying that.
Shit, you gotta ask me for something. And nigga, I might buy these new Donald Trump shoes just to wear them when I whoop y'all fucking ass.
Speaking of size 13s,
Donald Trump.
Can you go to the link in the notes, Lauren?
Absolutely.
And click
my Shopify list.
Click on the second one if you don't mind, because the first one is like the one to the actual like website with the words. This video, the one I put underneath, it's a video of like him talking at the Complex Con or whatever. The shit is hilarious.
Complex Con,
bro. The nigga was at a sneaker con, dog.
Yeah, that's incredible.
I think
you might just be yellow journalism.
Yeah, yellow journalism. But let's assume. Shit up. But wouldn't that? No, he was at a sneaker con. Cause So just pause it. I was on Twitter and I saw some nigga. He had tweeted like, yo, they say Donald Trump was in that bitch with the Secret Service. You know what I mean? All blacked out like ninjas. And like somebody was like, hell yeah, I seen that shit. And so I think it was at Get Trump sneaker, bro.
This is his conference though. That's what it looks like.
And you gotta understand, right?
It's America.
This is America. This is like some of the hardest shit ever, bro. Like you understand what time we're living in?
Where he got the MAGA red on the bottom.
President dropped a sneaker, dog.
Is it a Jordan?
He's the soldier boy.
Let's just play.
Because he got the MAGA red on the bottom.
He has more enthusiasm about it than me. We got to hear this nigga.
Okay.
I just want to tell you, you know, I've wanted to do this for a long time. I have some incredible people that work with me on things, and they came up with this, and this is something I've been talking about for 12 years, 13 years, and I think it's going to be a big success. That's the real deal.
It'd be crazy if he had them on.
Bro, you do look like, it looks like you could box in those.
Bro, that's why I said
What's the most important thing? To
go
go out and vote, right?
Your ass in.
You have to go out and vote.
Just don't get in the
We
bullshit.
got to get young people out to vote. And you're going to vote, and we're going to turn this thing around. This country's not doing so well. We're going to turn this country around fast. We're going to turn it around fast.
And the best way to turn a country around
the young people
is in comfortable shoes.
The best way to get young votes is to give them hot sneaks.
It's so many different underlying tones that Trump is doing with this. This is why he's a successful businessman.
This is great marketing for a politician.
And
not gonna lie to you.
By the way, all the shoes are sold out.
Great.
Yeah, MAGA was great marketing.
I think this is great. You got to understand,
I'm not gonna lie,
bro.
I saw one MAGA hat where I was like, nigga, if them niggas want racist, that should be cold as fuck.
I'm telling you.
Make America great again.
Not the regular one. It was one, they was like limited edition. It might have went with the shoes.
Nigga, probably. And the red bottoms, too.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, it's something... like, we're going to look past this in like 12, 20 years.
On them and shit.
This is going to be a crazy time to look back on.
Has to be.
This nigga Trump, and the fact that I can't buy them, because I can't
I was just
afford
about to say something like, yo, wallets are getting warm.
Nigga, bro, you telling me $400?
What?
$400? You're not buying a pair of Trumps,
Them
nigga?
shits are ugly as hell.
Can we get a solo picture? Can we find a solo
Sorry
picture?
to the audio listeners, you know, we forget about you sometimes when we watch things. We're looking at the ugliest, not the ugliest nigga of all time, but this is, first of all, if you just squint at it, that could be a woman's
You want to know what it looks like? Shout out to Jeremy Scott's Adidas collabs. It looks as eccentric as those.
They're just as ugly?
I mean, ugly, but look.
It's not that crazy.
Get a good look at them.
These are crazy.
These are kind of hard,
my nigga.
That's hard.
Crazy.
Let me describe them. Let me describe them. Let me describe them.
Hold on.
It's kind of
First of all, at the bottom, you have the red accents at the bottom. The red bottom to represent the red in the American flag.
Yeah.
Midsole white, classic Jordans, right? White. Nigga, the whole shoe is golden with the sparkles.
A little bit.
Then on the side, I don't know. It's like
it's just the way the light hits it. It's the material they use.
It's the material. Thank you. It's the material, white man. Then he has the big T on the side of the shoe. And it's what's that called when it's
the midsole? Well, not a midsole.
Braised. Not braised.
Like it's like embossed.
It's something,
kind of like that.
Embossed. It's what the ancient Egyptians did when they carved the stone to make it pop.
Yeah.
So the T is popping on the side of the shoe, and then you have, I think, I don't want to be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure the stars go all the way around.
I think
and if it had his number, like his number,
it won't make that. It's not enough. That'd be cold, but it's not enough stars.
Cold.
Nah. Not because the shoe is like the best shoe you've ever seen.
It isn't.
But
it's one of the worst.
Dog, It's no, bro.
Yeah.
Objectively speaking,
Honestly.
honestly, like no funny shit. Do you think these are disgusting looking shoes because it's Trump, or do you really think these are just bad looking shoes?
I was just about to
wanna
say that. I was just about to say that. It's not Trump for me because I don't. I just told you it was MAGA.
So
One
put
of
it
the
like
MAGA
this.
hats was hard.
I'm the reverse. I'm the
know.
reverse.
I think if these weren't Trump shoes and Lauren showed up to the studio with these on his feet,
Don't do that.
we would start recording immediately.
We have no. Let's
We
not
would go live.
Let's not do that.
Don't act like we wouldn't go live.
But hold on,
Let's not
that's
do
not
that.
fair though,
That's
because
not
there's
fair.
a lot of basketball shoes that would be the same. If it wasn't for the person marketing them,
Shaq.
you wouldn't give a fuck about how they. If I walked in with certain basketball player shoes on and you didn't, and nobody knew who they were,
Yeah.
Have you seen?
Okay, those are also ugly, but that has nothing to do with
No,
this.
it's
but
not.
then it's not that.
It's so
It has
many.
nothing to do with this.
It's so many different things. Like there's probably a Yeezy shoe that I think is ugly, but the fact that Kanye is attached to it,
Right.
and then it's like.
See, that's why you bought them stupid ass pods. And
I
you
did buy
call
them
me
pods.
the average consumer.
First of all, stupid.
So you saying you buying shit because of association with names?
No.
That's all
we're
it
talking
takes.
about. We're talking about the masses.
We're talking about the
He's talking
masses.
about himself because he
And-
likes these and he bought them $20 pods.
First of all, there's nothing stupid you can buy for $20. For nigga,
Well,
crack
I can
rock.
argue that. I can argue that.
you
really easily.
said crack rock.
Yeah.
You're so smart. Think of
Yeah.
something else.
Lauren's basketball
Okay, don't
services.
even try to look, bro. Don't even try, nigga. Don't
practice
try to
Lauren's
look for
basketball
nothing.
For his
services.
little league games, yeah.
Yeah, right.
But nigga, honestly, it's to your previous point, it's the opposite to where because these are like Trumps, it makes me like them a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie, but also they're not the ugliest shoe because you got to understand what they represent.
That's why they're fire to me.
This nigga Trump.
Wait,
is-
what? Say that again. So that makes sense.
So
What did you just say?
before, like you had said that point, Lauren was like, no, I think you was like, do you like them because
I said that. Do you like them because it's Trump or because
do
it's,
you hate them because
Because
they're
it's Trump.
Trump?
No.
And I was like, it's a little bit opposite for the me to where because
You-
they're Trump, I kind of like them a little bit more. But also, what do they represent?
That's what I'm saying.
What do they represent?
That's
This is
part of it.
America's shoe.
That's
this
why
is the
it's fly.
first American shoe. Can we get more pictures of it so that people can see?
But that's why it's fly to me because it is Trump and because of this is marketing. This is great. This is
Nigga.
great fucking shoe for Trump.
This
I'm like, this is
New
crazy.
Balances are America's shoe.
No, this is America's shoe.
New Balances are
Oh, this is
America's
the other
shoe.
side actually. So it's 5 stars on each side, and this wraps around.
5-star pimping, nigga.
New Balances are America's shoe. Think about this, right? They got models for the elderly. They got models for niggas like us. They got models
crazy.
for the 40-year-old dad that just wants to run around. And they got models for
Tony,
kids
look at this.
that rival Skechers.
Tony, look at this.
Nobody's wearing these. And if you do, you'll look stupid.
I'm gonna
What
be
are you gonna
honest.
put on with that?
If I saw a nigga with these on, I might salute him. I swear to God, I might salute him. I swear to God, I don't even do that when I see a Navy SEAL nigga, but I might have to salute a nigga when he gets to the test. Look at these shits,
You're
dog.
stupid.
If I honestly,
Bruh, it's like the flag.
if I had $400, bro, it's America.
That's not America.
This is America.
That's not American.
You know what I mean when I say that?
You know what's America?
This is the only American shoe.
That's not true. That can't be true. What do you mean that's the only American shoe? Google American flag shoes. This
no.
probably wouldn't even be the first to pop up.
This
And he's the president.
You gotta understand, right? This is the most unbelievable shit. Like it's almost like I feel like I need to write this down. I need to like screenshot this. You feel me? Like this is gonna be something crazy. We look back in 12 years, 20 years. This nigga Trump came out with a shoe, bro.
You're going to turn this into a bit. What you doing this next Tuesday at Charlie's?
I'm not the next dude
That's
at
why
Charlie's.
he's so enthusiastic about these damn shoes.
Well, I'm glad you thought of something while you was staring at me, nigga.
Yeah, every other shoe like this is just a knockoff with somebody making a shoe and putting a flag
no,
on it.
these came first.
Lauren,
But that's all it is.
Lauren, don't say nothing. Find a better shoe. Find a better shoe.
I can do that. Here you go.
Billion times better.
That's not better than Trump's
billion
shit.
This is a lot better.
And that's for kids, nigga. Of
lot
course
better.
you would go to the kids' side.
Well, we know how you feel about
what?
abortions, nigga. We can obviously tell.
Well,
This is U.S. men's. What are you talking about? But anyway,
that's obviously a baby shoe. That's your size.
I
That's,
think it says
that's
U.S.
size
men's
6.
10.
That's a 10.
U.S. men's 10. This is just a picture.
Why does look like a 4? It's probably why they use a 4 as a picture as a barometer for what the shoe would look like.
You know that shit
idea.
ain't the scale, nigga.
But Overall, man, I honestly, man.
What does this mean, though?
I think, obviously, he's running it again.
Duh, that was already, that was solidified.
And it's one of those things, right? Like when Trump came out first, it was the MAGA hats. It was off the walls, against the grain. So this is just another aspect of that. You get what I mean? That he's going against the grain. No other politician has ever done this.
I feel like Kanye gave this idea.
And
that's probably the conversation they had.
And he should have let Kanye design them, because I do feel like he fumbled the chance to get a lot of young American black votes.
No, black. But you got to understand.
No, he fumbled the chance.
If you look at the shoe, it perfectly resembles like what a white dude would wear, just a little bit. You get what I mean? Like,
which is the problem with him.
But it's not.
He only wants to get those votes.
It's not even a problem.
You need to make a shoe for niggas who can post up on the block and sell rocks.
Well,
you need to make a shoe that a hooker, I mean, not even a hooker, a stripper, could put in her locker.
You saying these don't look like stripper shoes, now I know you're just trying to find that. These are definitely look like
those
stripper shoes.
do not look like stripper shoes.
These look like stripper shoes.
Wear high tops.
I've seen that.
The ones in the back country, the ones in the boons.
The boons,
the boons.
Which is the problem with his fan base. They all live in the boons.
They wear high tops to work, and then they take them off and put on heels.
Literally.
No, they're not wearing these. These are ugly. I would love to see one of you niggas wear these. For real.
I don't want these, but
I honestly don't believe.
Nigga, I don't want these, but I'm being objective about it. This shit is kind of fire.
If I had
kind of fire
for what they meant for too. Oh my god.
For what they meant for. See, y'all some symbolic ass niggas. When did y'all get pussy?
Do you understand what
symbolism?
Imagine this nigga is debating with other politicians with his shoes.
That's what I'm saying. Like that, the marketing is just crazy. Like it's just. His fan base loves this nigga. He's literally
looking at me longer is not gonna make it land.
It's actually kind of scary.
It don't make no fucking sense.
It's kind of scary.
It's stupid as fuck.
No,
right?
it's kind of scary now that I think about it, because he's creating such a cult fan base that he really might try to take over on some cool shit.
And you know who's gonna help him?
And it's gonna happen.
Who's gonna help him?
We don't need a Vineyard Vine. We have Trump now.
We didn't need a Vineyard Vine. We didn't need either one. What are you talking about?
Talking about that whale shit?
Yeah, the whale shit.
But that might be a local reference.
Donald Trump.
It's a brand.
Maybe. A little bit.
Maybe.
A little bit.
We live near the coast. That is some
true.
coastal southern, yeah. Well, if it didn't land for you, it didn't land. But overall,
we know
MAGA, this brand, like it could fuck around and be, the next little company.
You've seen their merchandise, MAGA merchandise.
If the Hodge twins can be successful in this,
come on,
Donald Trump can sell some shoes.
They're gonna buy a pair. They might advertise for him on they might strike a deal.
If they already don't have their own signature shoe, buy him, signed by him is
the Nelk boys.
It's kind of crazy.
They're about to look. Come on.
Whoa.
You couldn't even storm the Capitol in those.
Those actually look like something you can do a lot of things in. I'm not gonna lie.
Pull them up again. Storm the Capitol.
Yeah, he's getting curious now.
Yeah.
I bust your out. First of all, I already said. Look, first of all, you could golden gloves.
Yeah,
these are the perfect golden glove shoes, bro.
Nah, you could probably box them for sure.
Yeah, you can. That's what I'm saying. You can move around them a little bit.
I'll bust your ass in some Trumps, nigga.
Nah, you would have to.
I would actually have to beat your ass if you put those on.
Who, him?
You would have to.
Why?
Because
if you like him so much.
I don't like them. I keep trying to tell you that. It's not like I like them for me. I like them for what they are. Like the objectivity of how this is a good shoe. This is a good looking shoe, especially for his fan base, and it's just objectively, it has the T on it, has the America, the gold and shit. Like, I don't know if I could have pictured a better Trump shoe.
Exactly.
Is what I'm saying.
That's because you lack creative genius.
Not you're looking at it from the actual better shoe. Like this is the perfect shoe.
It's a bad shoe, but y'all love it, so I can't wait to see y'all in a pair.
He's doing better things than Joe Biden. There was a document on I was just on X. Shout out to X. I saw there's satirical pages that talk about the government. We probably all seen them, right? Just satirical government pages. I put one in the whatchamacallit. Yeah, bad journalism. Yeah, we pulling up right now. So allegedly, it's not allegedly, it's the truth. But I want to be careful with my words.
You just don't want to get sued.
Joe Biden, there's a policy to where if you're a farmer, let's just say you're a white farmer, because that's most of them, you can house immigrants, migrants, Mexicans to work on your farm for a tax write-off and for like, you know, government subsidies, you feel me? Like shit like that. This is a real thing.
Is this real?
This is a real thing.
Is this real?
This is a real thing. So I read.
What's this website?
I want to say I read most of this, but if you scroll down just a little bit.
Lauren, what's the website?
Hold on, I'm putting notes up. The website is fsa.usda.
Farm Service Agency. This shit looks very
it's legit.
official.
It's a .gov site. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
The
legit.
Biden-Harris administration today, which was 2023, September 22nd. This is kind of old, which is crazy, which makes us terrible. Yeah. But announced that the agricultural employers can begin to apply for a pilot program designed to improve the resiliency of food and agricultural supply chain by addressing workforce challenges farmers and ranchers face, aka hiring Mexicans that need work, they need housing, and we need jobs filled. You get what I mean? So like
this
basically it's a light version of indentured servitude.
Which is why I was about to say this is a very fine line.
Yeah.
Because for all intents and purposes, this could end up being slavery. It depends on how many rights they give them. Because even Andrew Callahan, did you see the new episode after he came back from the detention center and he went through the bookings and all the processes and told the story?
Yeah.
They don't have rights because you're not a citizen. So we can do whatever the fuck we want with you. Especially if we let you in under stipulations, under certain guises. Like, nigga, we don't have to guarantee you the right to food and water and all that shit. We could just give you a place to work and tell you to figure it out after.
To apply,
so that's why this could be potentially very hazardous.
So to apply for the program, there are stipulations. Like one, you have to meet with like whoever like orphanage kids go meet. Like what's the people that like
a social worker?
Yeah, a social worker. They gotta go meet a social worker and shit. But
I almost became a social worker. That's probably gonna be the career path if this shit ain't work out. Or that's what I was bullshitting. That's the bullshit degree.
One of the
I was
most
getting
weakest
at Wake
careers,
Tech.
nigga. I can't believe that.
That was the bullshit degree I was getting at Wake Tech.
You was getting social work?
That's the only thing that.
Why not be a teacher?
Oh, nah. Of course not. Nah, fuck
well,
that.
yeah, fuck that.
There's more money in social
It's more
work.
work, yeah. You could go to HR and shit, right?
I can do anything. Or I could have, but I wasn't really trying to do it.
But he gets on us.
Something.
He gets on me about being pussy. This nigga's about to be a social worker. Like
I wasn't gonna be a social worker for real.
Yes, you was.
Because I was never gonna finish school.
If this wouldn't have happened,
I was never gonna finish
just
school.
went a full 180 in T minus 5 seconds. How did you just?
Because you took me too literal when I was like I was gonna be a social worker. I was in school bullshitting like I was gonna be a social worker.
What that means
I was
is,
never gonna finish
what that
school
means
for real.
is, I went through the same. What that means is he was going to be a social worker if this didn't work out.
Right.
If
I would have been able to been a student, you would have been a computer scientist if you would have been able to focus.
Technically, finance. Because I ended up switching.
You was in supply chain or some shit, right?
I ended up switching.
Some bullshit.
I was like, finance, nigga. Okay. The money's in the money. But you know what I'm saying? That's all another conversation. But I actually, thinking back, I wouldn't have been too mad if I would have got a finance degree. It's a couple different things you could do with that. But
too bad you wasn't a studious student.
Nigga, too bad I had to talk shit on the mic. I guess I was ignorant.
I wonder if you're living up to your potential. Smart nigga.
I should have stayed in college.
You fucking idiot. Yeah, it's just dawning on you.
I could have had a finance degree.
You should have thought about that when we had 13 views.
Yeah. But yo, scroll down a little bit. I'm in the gutter. I have to get on the stage now. But okay, so the FLSP program, short for,
make it up.
Fuck.
Computer science, my ass, nigga.
That alliteration, FLSP. God couldn't do
that.
The
Foundation for Literal Stipulations in Perpetuity.
Programs seeks to advance the following administration priorities: address current workforce needs in agriculture.
Why does all this matter?
Basically, this is what the plan is trying to do. So it's trying to address the current workforce needs. You know what I'm saying? Reduce irregular migration, including from northern Central America, through the expansion of regular pathways, which basically translates to we can't have all of these Mexicans going to the same place to get in. It has to be other means. You get what I mean? Like they're starting to back shit up.
Well, it sounds like they're trying to get them to go through the same spot. They're saying, come here, we'll build a road for you to come here. But if you come on this road, then you're going to have to do this job.
But it's also a different road. It's not like that dirt. It's not that back alley road.
There's also
it's a little bit cleaner.
There's also,
but it's also they're just trying to. It's weird because I see the usefulness for it. Like, all right, but I also see where this could go very bad.
If I was if I was Mexican,
this could be a long-term play to do some crazy shit.
If I was Mexican and I was fucked up at the crib, and like there was no spontaneity in my life, all the bitches was been ran through.
Talk about your mom like she's fucking you telling you ain't shit.
The weed is $5.
Yeah,
and it's probably worth $2 for real when you smoke it. Yeah. I might go on a fucking adventure.
Yeah,
go to Texas.
Yeah,
work on the farm.
Work on the farm because you would probably already be doing that. That I don't want to like put dreams in these niggas' heads, but a lot of them are probably coming over here to do that type of work.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I don't want to put that in their head,
We were almost in a similar situation.
I would never want to be a farmer.
Nah, but you remember when we were going to be nomads?
Y'all were going to do that for real?
Yeah. That was a real thing to happen.
Yeah. We was going to do that. And it was going to be... we were going to fail. I don't know.
We was going to fail.
The plane was shitty. The plane was very bad.
That's what it sounds like.
The plane was very bad.
We weren't going to fail. I don't think we would have failed if everything would have went according to plan.
And that's the thing. It wasn't our fault. Want to make that very clear.
Okay. Not exactly. So you want to tell
how
that
did
story?
y'all get there to do that anyway? How did y'all decide I want to be nomads? Were y'all just like crazy high one day, like, man, this ain't working right, this ain't working right. You know what? Let's go on the road and figure it out, nigga.
I got an eccentric friend named Troy. So he's very radical. So it's like we was at a point in time where, we hustling with this podcast shit. We was already on some like, nigga, we got to get it out the mud.
What all dreamers go through, and that's the crossroad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have a couple different crossroads where something drastic happens, where you're in a new environment, aka changing studios, or you think, let's go on some magical adventure, find the yellow brick road. You know what I mean? Meet the wizard behind this.
Literally, because when you're doing something like this, you can either try to halfway do it and work regular jobs at the same time,
hard as hell,
or just go broke and be completely committed to this shit.
A little bit easier for the career path. A lot harder for your body and your fucking mind.
Our plan was we saved up like what? How much? Was it $10,000 or $20,000 in total? So
that's the thing, right? Like we individually. Like if we put all our bread together, it was at least 18 to 20 bands.
Yeah, we had $20,000.
Like we had a lot of fucking money.
So the plan was, right? Yeah. My homie was gonna drop out of college. Me and him were gonna quit our jobs, right? We were already podcasting at this point, and our studio was portable as a bitch. So we was like, all right, this is the plan. We're gonna take over America. We're gonna go to different cities, do comedy shows, right? Not just do stand-up, like actually host a comedy show, be the funder behind it, right? At a bunch of different locations, flip the bread, stay at different hostels, Airbnbs. We already had $20,000 in capital to get this ship sailing. So all we really had to do was leave.
You would have had to hit very strong, very fast, because 20 bands don't take you nowhere.
And that's exactly which.
But we had different connections as well.
Because we were gonna go.
I don't mean it don't take you nowhere. I mean, it's not gonna take you far. Saying. Like you won't make it out the year.
We were supposed the plan was gonna work, but not to put bad on Troy, but he kind of fucked shit up for niggas. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Troy.
Just a little bit. Like if we're gonna talk about it, I'm gonna talk about it. Kind of fuck shit up for niggas. Not gonna get too deep into it, but like he had his journey was completely different from our journey. Just to put it least.
Troy's a dreamer's dreamer, right?
Okay.
We're just dreamers.
Wait, so was it 20 bands between 3 of y'all or 2 of y'all?
Between us 3.
20 bands
that's not gonna go far,
between the 3. But the way we were going about it, it was gonna work. We just had to leave. We literally just had to
because
leave.
Of where we was gonna go first. It was a place of area that niggas had family members in.
Both of our dads lived there. My dad lived there. Troy dad lived there.
You had the main thing taken care of.
We had like
the top one, the
shelter. It was such a solid base, but
then the
plan, that's where it got a little right. All right, how we're gonna find the venues? That's where it would get a little rocky. But
even then, we could have figured that out. We didn't even get to the point for that to be a problem because this is what happened, right? We're all set on this. We're going to Louisiana. We're going to do the first comedy show there. Then we're going to leave from there. Or maybe we even thought about pimping Louisiana out for a little bit, then leaving. So we had even more startup capital over the 20 bands. And maybe 25, 30.
Okay.
Go to another adjoining place that's not too far, right? What happened was Troy got wind of what we call a communal work. What do you call it?
It's
a Google work commune.
It's a work commune thing that they do in like back alleys of Virginia, to where poor white people who don't have any
liberal white people,
poor liberal fairies that, and I don't mean fairies by gay, just like essential white people, like hippies, but
intentional community. That's what it's called, Lauren.
They go to these places and they just basically work to live. I mean, like they plant shit, they plant trees, you know, they do like stupid white people, like, you know, it's just stupid.
They live off
in a circle, my nigga.
It's the whole idea of we'll live off of each other as a community. We, you know, so and so picks this, grows this, so and so grows this. This person has this job. You go to one person for everything.
They give you a home,
and they do it all. Yeah,
because you have a trade. If you chop the wood, you get to stay there. If you do this, you get to stay here.
There's also
that's how communities work for the longest.
Real quick, there was an application process to this, of course.
Okay.
Like they kind of have to, you know, check you out, see if you're like,
make sure you're not a.
And that process takes maybe like a week or two to even enact. So like the scheduling problem,
and you had to write a letter. You had to write,
nigga.
Now I wouldn't say an illustrious letter, but you had to really talk about why you wanted to be here.
Yeah.
And the problem with that was I didn't really want to be there, so I didn't know what to tell these niggas for real.
And I think I had typed something up, but I thought like, damn, it's like
kind of like socialism a little bit.
It's very much a socialist experiment. That's exactly what this shit is.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really like, we even had conversations. Like,
I wasn't against.
We would be on the phone and he'd just be like, nigga, chopping wood, nigga.
Yo, I did.
He was just chopping wood.
Yo, that sound like me, bro. I remember that shit.
Wood,
I was like, yo, like, because when the idea first came about, this shit sounded so good. Like, nigga, we could just work to live. Nigga, that sounds like what you would actually do. Like, as in the end, like that sounds great. And then I just
exactly what we need.
I thought about it because I went on the website. I started looking up pictures.
Google Virginia intentional community. We might be able to see the exact one we was going to.
And even if not, it's like I'm pretty sure they're all the same.
There isn't many of them.
Regardless, I was looking at the pictures. Nigga, they like white people had like dirt on their legs.
Twin Oaks.
Like I saw them niggas was ashy. I saw like they had dirt on their hands. I'm like, nobody's feet are clean. I'm like, what the fuck?
It wasn't Twin Oaks. That's a lie. It definitely wasn't. Oh, it might have been this place unless they updated the website. It looks like they got a lot more members.
It looks like they're using
solar panel systems. This might have been it because the name sounds very familiar.
This is the place. This is the place.
This is the place we almost went to.
And look, I don't want to.
Lauren, go to pictures so we can show these niggas
what I'm trying to do right now. News section.
Yeah, look, they make it hard.
Yeah, they make it hard. I'm clicking on mad shit to try and get the photos.
We was some young niggas with a little bit of bread.
Just type in Twin Oaks and try to find it that way. But, oh, well, perfect.
You see them pushing a wagon?
Bro,
let's click on
Let's watch.
All right. This is what you, okay. I got you.
Imagine super nigga here.
Yeah.
Work would probably be done by 12 o'clock.
Slave music, like, what's next?
This is Wishman scary.
Utopia is not utopia. Utopia is real.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Pause it.
An egalitarian community, Twin Oaks.
Is that equal? Is that like short for equal, egalitarian? What the fuck is egalitarian?
Egalitarian. Hold on, let me. Shit. Google it on the.
Shit.
Egalitarian.
Hey, yo.
I think that means no power structure. Let's see. Relating to or the believing in the principle that all people are equal and deserve equal rights and opportunities. No power structure.
No, that's technically
no power
nigga.
structure.
No
system of hierarchy.
It's short for equal. So, but this is almost. Is this like an oxymoron? Like what the fuck? Relating.
Somebody there is fucking everybody's wife. That's what the problem is with all of these experiments.
There's a movie that is produced by A24 Films, and it's about a white bitch, and she's in like white clothing. It's like some type of like weird cult. That's what this reminded me of, this Twin Oaks. And can we go back to the video? I'm still curious.
Yeah, I'm stunned.
This is great. I wish I would have watched this. Why didn't we watch this before?
I had no idea.
We decided not to go.
I don't think it was even optional.
Come on,
As you can
Lauren.
see for the audio listeners, you know, this is a farm
We're an
landscape.
egalitarian community. We have no leader. Everyone has equal access to decision-making power. Also,
No
it
leader.
means that we have equal
No power
access to our
structure.
resources. Even if you've been here 40 years or you've been here 4 months, it doesn't matter. We all have equal ownership of the land, of the buildings, of the vehicles, and that's part of our egalitarianism. Every member has their own bedroom, and we share kitchens and living rooms and bathrooms. And for 100 people, we have 7 houses. It's a lot less use of resources, because instead of, you know, in a typical North American household, you would have 80 houses maybe for 100 people. That means 80, you know, stoves, 80 fridges, 80 washing machines, 80 kitchens that you have to heat. When you really, individuals don't need a kitchen all the time.
I don't
They
need one kitchen
a
for
laundry
me.
room all the time. Because of the way we share things, we're able to live a lot more lightly, a lot more ecologically, sustainably. And also, we grow a lot of our own food. We grow about 75% of our own food. And part of why we're able to do that is because there's so many of us. Some people can work in the garden while other people are doing other jobs. We don't all have to be working in our own garden to produce all of our own food. Again, it's a huge benefit to deciding to collectivize
What
your
I tell you about the dirty
resources,
toes,
have
like, nigga,
control
I'm not
over
about to
your
be
own.
out there with my dirty toes.
Yeah, he's a slimy salesman. He prefers cubicles, the outdoors.
And she talking about niggas ain't equal. I'm gonna be the nigga that's the big gorilla, big silverback ape with the big chest with all the bitches, nigga.
Lauren, you was right. We was gonna fail. You was gonna get us kicked out.
I'm gonna try.
Lauren, you were
I'm
absolutely
gonna try. What's her
correct.
name? I'm gonna try.
We
to fuck
wouldn't
her.
have made it out of Virginia.
Yeah.
But you know, you see, we almost lived here. This was
Yeah.
almost a real thing. That's
Yeah.
what's so crazy about this shit.
Yeah, it's a real
and
thing.
I was like 70% sure we would get killed in a sacrifice. I was
Yeah.
70% sure. That's
Yeah.
why I ended up going. Look for that shit. If you act like it didn't happen, it didn't happen.
That's funny. Yo, okay, bro. But nah, that's funny. But yeah, man, it's the life we live, man. Niggas live a crazy life. LOI the show. Like we keep talking about
not
this.
that crazy.
This is why we want y'all to drop down below the why LOIs, where we talk about, you know, whatever you ask us at, you know, questions about the universe, questions about, you know, why your girl acting out, you know what I mean? Hashtag why LOI, because we've experienced so much life. We can, you know, answer these questions.
We ain't experienced shit, but you know, we got a lot of opinions and strategies. So
A lot of strategies.
if you
nigga.
would care to hear some of that,
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of
in.
strategies, I need to learn all of Nick Cannon's trade secrets. Whoa, that happened.
Yeah.
Trade secrets. Trade secrets.
I still don't know what you're trying to say.
I need to learn all this nigga trade secrets and shit, because he's just been Nick Cannon for years. And he's going through stints where, like, it's just a bunch of mediocrity, but it's still Nick Cannon. And once you at a certain level,
I think he was trying to find himself. He's trying to find his place in Hollywood and entertainment, because
Man,
he was
he
like,
had his place for a while.
he knows he wants to be. Not, I don't want to say he wants to be in white circles. He knows that he is trying to get beyond that glass
I
ceiling.
don't think he cares as much as.
Nah, because
wilding
any
out.
nigga that's doing like Dancing with the Stars,
I
like
think he
Nick
just wants
Cannon.
to be an owner of shit.
If white people need a black host, Nick Cannon is going to be called. Nick Cannon, Terrence J potentially. There's a couple of dudes who can fit in both those circles.
But
not
also-
everybody can just be a chameleon like that.
I think he wants to hit all markets in general.
That's
think
what I'm saying. That's my point.
He
is that he wants to be everywhere.
he wants-
Not everybody wants to be everywhere.
Exactly,
Like
he wants
that.
to be everywhere because he wants to be amongst the black people. He like his show was like a Nick Cannon show. It wasn't catered toward white people,
yeah, white people
not
watched it, but
necessarily.
they
but
didn't.
it wasn't. Yeah, so.
And he's already doing that, because like, look up Incredible Diapers.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've seen him before. I got you.
Shout it to, you know what I'm saying, all, you know, all the baby mamas watching this, all the lovely ladies, you know what I mean? Get your son or your daughter some Incredible Diapers. Make sure your daughter's ass not itching, you know what I mean, how she be crying and shit, because that, you know, all that shitty other products she be
Why
buying.
doesn't Nick Cannon get one of his kids to model this shit?
And it's
He got,
probably
like,
not
13
good marketing that if you go to the images, Whack 100 pops up. It's probably bad marketing.
White people don't know who that is. And what are those numbers? They got volumes.
Nah, these are sizes.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Incredible diapers.
Yeah.
$33 though, Lauren. You closer to buying diapers than we are. Is that outrageous?
Diapers are expensive.
But $33 expensive? What are we talking about? 2025?
I don't think it's that
Are we playing
outrageous.
for Nick Cannon?
They feel a little high.
I think
I don't know how many come in the box.
I think they are a little high, and we also got to think about shipping and handling.
I'd buy Nick.
But
go ahead.
I would buy Nick Cannon's. Like if I had a son, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd buy diapers from Nick Cannon, but I wouldn't buy condoms. When he type of
nah.
He probably don't even have them shits available.
Yeah, nah.
Huggies.
Diapers get expensive.
Yeah, nah, diapers is really up there. That should say $371. But how many diapers is that?
Well, even this pack right here is $44, so like 30 something is not crazy, but it depends on how many come.
But shipping,
I think these are bigger packs. I don't think his pack, like his $33 pack, I don't think it's that many in there.
Yo, these are some prices, nigga. Hey, potty training is free. Just costs you time and stress.
Nah, nigga.
Bro, what do you think? You think you could potty train an infant, nigga?
Nah,
it doesn't work that way.
Depends on my tax bracket, Lauren.
He can't even handle a nigga. What?
Yeah.
Depends on my tax bracket,
An
nigga.
infant is shitting without meaning to. They're just learning how to control their bowels.
Yeah,
they're learning how to control it by failing as many times as they can.
Hopefully
Kids are
none of us.
dead.
Hopefully none of us like really know about this. You know, in the next 2 years. Hopefully
Kids adapt to their environment. Stop looking at me when you say that shit.
Well, he heard me.
I feel like you cursing me.
Yeah, but you still use condoms with your girl, right?
No,
none of your business.
He's a nasty fucking nigga.
That's none of your damn
He's
business.
a dangerous dog.
He's the one who.
You use condoms
He's a
with your
daredevil.
girlfriend?
No, but
Okay.
you said you use condoms all the time. So
Yeah, nah.
But you see how we asked that as if you were gonna say like because it wasn't. It's like no, and that's not a problem.
It's not a problem. I was just asking you.
No, I don't use condoms with my girlfriend.
Okay,
We know.
That's fine.
We know. That's
I
the
thought you
deal.
were saying I was arguing the other side.
Nah, but
He's making it a big deal.
we're on our own shit because you was like I like nigga,
Like,
you don't use
I don't.
condoms.
That's not. That's sir. I don't
You're
want
a
to talk
nasty
about
nigga.
that. Like, yeah, it's okay.
You're a dangerous nigga.
It's all right.
I'm a nasty nigga for fucking my girlfriend raw. You the only person that
Don't
can
make it
possibly
sound-
get
don't make it make
contaminated
sense.
in here. Yeah, nah, it makes perfect sense, nigga.
But no, because if you really
I
think
don't even
about
want to
it,
know what you doing. He's super nigga. He probably think he can pour hand sanitizer on his balls and be all right.
A super nigga would need Nick Cannon diapers
no, that's fucking
for his child.
Oh, that was disgusting.
Yeah,
That was just a disgusting joke.
If he's truly a super nigga, she wouldn't get pregnant.
If she's if I'm truly a super nigga, she might die in the process. My son
Did
might
you-
bust out her stomach.
Did you say one time you came in the bitch and you thought there was something wrong with you? Because nothing materialized from that shit.
Yo, that was funny as shit. So I think it was my ex. I'm pretty sure I had nutted in her. Like, I was pretty sure that mistake had happened. But it was
like-
it's one of those things where you wait until you see it because it's like, you know, if she what's it called? If it doesn't come, you know, you could just get a little plan B.
Her
boom.
period?
Yeah, her period. If it don't come, boom, we get plan B. That's out.
You know how pussy works?
Plan B.
Yeah.
What the fuck you talking about?
Plan B. You got to do that pretty quick.
They have
You got
different. They have
72
different
hours.
ones. They have different ones, and it depends on when you fuck her.
What you mean?
Yeah, he's saying like if you fuck.
ovulating?
He's saying if you
If
fuck
you
her a
fuck-
few days before the period is what he's saying.
Like it's certain phase, the
That's the worst
ovulation.
time.
It's the luteal
It
phase.
is.
You got to understand your phases.
Yeah,
and
no,
when you're
that's
fucking.
It is
the worst time.
It's the
The
worst time.
ovulation, yeah,
That's
yeah.
when
it's
she's
the
at
That's
her
when she.
most fertile, nigga.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
yeah. You're not genius
Yeah.
for knowing when the ovulation is.
Yeah, but I'm smarter than you. At least I ain't none of them.
But did you nut in her during ovulation?
So what
'Cause
happened
that's what
was,
it sounds like.
So what happened was, probably that's when they.
Because you said you waiting on her period and shit. It's like the only way you could be waiting for Plan B is if you did that on her ovulation time.
Possibly. And but the whole point is it doesn't matter. I fucking nutted in her. And I yeah.
And that shit, you
I
shit couldn't
thought
swim.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, am I gonna have to push this bitch downstairs? Like, what is gonna have to happen?
Chill out.
So it didn't
crazy.
end up happening, and I thought something was wrong with me. I was like, damn, maybe this tobacco like is fucking killing me. Like I could have sworn I nutted in this bitch and nothing happened. There was no procreation. I was happy as fuck.
What did that do to
But
you, though?
what that made me realize,
Yeah.
I pulled out with such accuracy
Oh wow.
that my mind couldn't conceptualize what happened. I didn't. I just pulled out quick.
It was instinct.
Real quick, for the new listeners,
What are you talking about?
LOI, because you know we have a lot of lore here.
What are
and
you talking about?
This is one of them I want to explain real quick.
What are you
Because if you
talking
haven't
about?
picked it up on the few very episodes that you've watched, the nigga thinks he's capable of the impossible.
Okay.
He's our version. He's our studio's Tom Cruise for all intents and purposes.
Okay.
So what you gotta understand about this nigga is that like even when he's facing adversity, even when he looks like in the story, he's the down man.
Because I was.
The right hook is coming, and for some reason, oh, this whole time I wasn't fucked up. I was actually too good. What kind of shit is that? Did you hear what he just said?
Yeah, I did.
He was
Have
so
you-
good, he thought he made a mistake.
Yeah,
But you know.
but you still didn't see. You didn't finish on top of her anywhere, so you know it was inside her. So you didn't do your job.
No, it's first of all,
This
even
super nigga
if
blind?
I was to make an accident like that, it's gonna be some that gets on her. It's just a lot. It's just a lot of it's gonna be inside of her.
Okay.
So it's gonna be some on her body. So let's not get this confused. I'm pulling now regardless.
Okay.
It's just 25% is gonna be on her crack.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? But that's
It just
fine though.
depends on where you started. It just depends on where you started.
That's what I'm saying. Because he's talking shit about me. If you've been watching for forever, he's like, he doesn't know
All right,
how
so
to.
let me break
he
down
doesn't
some-
know what that.
No, sir.
like when you feel it and like you go, oh wait,
No,
I'm about to
no,
bust.
no, that's not at all
He doesn't
what
know how
happened.
to do that.
Okay.
Let me
He
explain
doesn't know how to
wasn't
tell-
born with that innate ability.
He did say he comes out like a minute early or some shit crazy, right?
No,
That's
no,
what I'm saying.
that's
The
not what
nigga-
happens. That is not what happens. When I'm
The nigga
making
gets
passionate,
flustered.
when I make passionate love to my girlfriend, I come right on time. I have this shit down to a science. I know exactly where I'm gonna come. I could come in a belly button from a yard away if I really had to.
You're lying.
That's how much rhythm we have. That's how precise I am with that shit. Prior,
Okay.
I wasn't like
so
that.
Okay.
I
okay.
wasn't like that.
Okay.
I was an avid condom user, and I just had a bunch of situations
No, you
where it wasn't even where I would pull out not on time. It was a situation to where my condom broke. I nutted in the bitch, didn't realize the condom was broke. Or
That- but you
I'm in
see how
hold
he-
on.
you're
I'm
lying.
in a Nissan Altima. And I got a 5'3" Hispanic woman on me. I can't push her off in time because it's not
Excuses.
enough wiggle room. So a little access got on the pussy. But what you hearing from me, what you hearing from me is realness. This is realism, vulnerability.
It wasn't enough wiggle room to push. Like, you see what I'm saying? Oh,
Super nigga
what
would've
about
do that.
all the times when my condom broke and I didn't know? That happened every time. You telling me your condom broke every time?
Not every time, but it was times. More than once.
It was times.
More than once. The reason I don't use condoms now is because it happened to me again not too long ago. So I was like, fuck condoms. That was like summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't really a big fan of condoms anyway.
Yeah, you assuming that you don't need them.
Well, that's not the reason. So it's like,
But why aren't you a
it's
big
funny.
fan of condoms?
I remember the first time I put on a condom, my shit went limp. So I was like, it was a bad memory with that. I was like, damn,
It reduces the
sound very
feeling
simple.
heavily.
I guess I can't use them.
I made that mistake early of using
Nick
condoms
Cannon.
early too.
Yeah. So
You made the mistake of using
Like
condoms
you.
early?
Yeah, like you. Like I was using condoms for so long that it was like the first, probably from like 17 to like 20, 21, I was like using condoms heavily.
yep, you're sensitive. That's why you bust
Nah.
quick.
Who busted quick?
Wait, what were you saying?
I was saying that.
What are you talking
I was
about?
saying that. I was saying that.
Who busted quick?
That's what he's saying.
But yeah, I was saying that condoms restrict it so much. No. I was saying that condoms restrict you so much, like from the
Exactly.
feeling that
Yeah.
it becomes like once you get away from them, you're like, I'm not wearing this shit again.
You see, that's
Bro.
why.
That's what I'm trying to
Especially
say. Yeah.
when it's like it makes you worse.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not
It was
why-
like 4 years where I was very condom heavy, just
Yeah.
always. Now I'm 10.
Was that later in life or early?
No, early. I'm 10 years removed from that now.
But later as in like 20, like early as in 24?
Like 17 to like 21 type
Wow,
shit.
interesting.
17 to 21,
prime.
22.
Interesting.
That, when
No,
I
my prime was after that.
back when I used to use condoms though, I wasn't using condom for the whole time, and I think that's how
think
I
you
got
told
past
me
the
that.
desensitization. Yeah, because I used to,
Yeah.
I would fuck for the first, I don't know, half condoms, and then I'll throw it on, and then I'll throw it on.
Did you
so I
tell-
think that's how I avoided the desensitization.
Did you tell the story about when you was like, I'm sorry, like
happened? I'm trying to remember.
Just already for your girl, if this is, you didn't want to know.
She probably knows.
You was like,
I doubt it.
nigga, she's riding me, And I put the condom on so fast, she got up and was like, when did you do that?
That was the one hand move you was talking about.
That was the one hand move.
I told you niggas I can do it with one hand.
Yeah, nah.
I've had to do it before.
First of all, you're not as skilled.
No, I was skilled. She was like, what the fuck just happened? I could have did anything down there, nigga.
Hell no.
That fool.
You could have done anything.
Quick with my fingers I was.
You say you could have stolen organs.
But I feel like niggas can't really imagine the scale of difficulty on that maneuver.
It's really not that difficult.
No, it was hard as fuck.
Funny because
it was hard.
The hard part, it's really not. It depends on how distracted
First of all,
she is.
I have to open a condom single-handed. Right?
You lie. Don't exaggerate the story.
No,
you
that's not what
liar. You rip it beforehand. You liar.
I'll rip it. I'll rip it. Listen.
This nigga was doing some love no cost.
Don't lie to them because it's a nigga that needs this game.
And I'm gonna fucking give it to him. Just stop talking for a second so we can learn. I'll rip it behind her back, right? Smack her ass. Make her pretend like I'm just getting active back there, but I'm really distraction. Open that shit up, right? Then now the single hand comes into use. Because I still have to scooch the condom out without tearing it, keeping it intact, all one-handed, find the right side, grab, I'm not gonna teach you niggas how to put a condom on, there's instructions on the back. Yeah. But I can tell you how to do it very slickly. And Lord think he can't get pickbocketed.
Yeah.
When did that come? What the fuck?
Lord think he can't get
I bet he can't
what
with
are you
you,
talking
nigga.
about, nigga?
Sticky finger.
Wait, where's the bro? What the fuck? Where's the correlation with that?
The correlation is swift hand
Look,
movement.
he connected him being able to put a condom on one hand.
That's crazy.
To him being a good thief. This is the
crazy
type of connections that get had on the show.
I saw her, nigga. I'm immaculate with my fingers.
Okay.
All right.
Pause.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Not fucking down.
Yeah, I think
That's crazy.
Nah, that was funny though. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of rappers. At all.
Did you, the last time you had something, did you use a condom?
No.
I don't know why you thought so long. I was like,
I'm trying to think like,
You be fucking new bitches raw?
no. But like it has
it
happened.
happens.
It's happened. That's never happened.
I said
to
it
me.
happens.
That's never happened to me.
Has happened.
That's never happened to you?
me.
Well, yeah, you can have a conversation
And I'm not
because you can have a conversation before about things, and you can show tests and do shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not
tested
asking
and do
for
that
none
shit.
of that though. I'm just kind of just looking at it and
yeah, you ain't really
doing the
gotta
eye
do it at the
test,
beginning.
really.
Could you smell it?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Not everything, but you
Yeah.
can smell that something's awry.
I've definitely smelled like a pH level that was like, what the fuck? Never smelled it.
Sound like a -6 or something.
I don't know what it was. I think it was just like it probably wasn't like the worst. It was probably the worst I've smelled on like the spectrum, but it was probably still good though.
I had some Asian pussy one time and it kind of confused me because like when it was first happening, I was like, I didn't know what to do with that scent, right? Like I took it in. The aroma wasn't amazing, but it also wasn't foul.
Sounds like it was just that girl.
And it's one of those things.
I did say Asian pussy. I just meant that she was an Asian woman. I didn't mean on all Asians.
It's a lot of different.
Okay.
It's probably clean their pussies.
It's a,
traditionally.
Yeah, but
My ancestors are watching.
I never heard anything about bad about that. It's probably so many different caveats, like what they eating.
Yeah, that's
Like
that's
you
a
know
lot
what I
of
mean.
it.
Like what a bitch eating. That's the one thing.
Water,
like
fruits,
she was
all that shit.
alcoholic.
Yeah,
So that probably didn't help.
happens.
yeah.
I dated an
Nah.
alcoholic Asian woman too.
I've been like really like
I did.
being
Oh,
pickier. Wait,
She
what?
was years older than me.
me?
Actually, huh?
Asians.
She was like 7 years older.
Yo,
than me.
where do these LOIs be coming from, bro? I swear, I check every day to see them. Then we get to the day of when we record and all these shits is hit.
Asians have a different
Did
affinity
you just
for
burp
drinking.
on the mic, nigga?
Yeah,
my
it
God.
happened quicker than I could pull away. But yeah, my bad, y'all. But
What's we talking about? Asian pussy. Y'all want to talk about Nazis? Can we say that word, Lauren?
probably not.
Urge against it, maybe.
Yeah.
Urge again.
What's another word?
What can we supplement for that?
Hi hat. What do they wear? Yo,
Hydra.
you know 𝙿𝙾𝚂𝚃 designed like the first 𝚑𝚃 outfits.
You know where I learned that at? Work. That's what I'm saying. That's the type of conversations we be having.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, Adidas used to make the uniforms. Like,
Yeah,
nigga,
they used to
they
make
did,
it.
yeah.
Like,
Wait,
That's
early
why
on.
they were
we just
so.
go and regurgitate YouTube videos we watch.
That's why they were fly as shit. Look up German outfits. Them niggas was fly than a motherfucker.
German military outfits? Or just-
Yeah,
You talking about military?
yeah.
That was fly as hell.
The
Which
nigg-
ones? You're not talking about the Atis, right?
I'm talking about them. Oh yeah, you probably have to type in the word.
Yeah, okay, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, sorry to your search engine already, but
I ain't tripping about it.
Military gonna come in this bitch. Oh yeah, what's?
Let's see what's going on. These all look fake though.
Yeah, all of a sudden, the internet starts slowing down.
You think this is fly
That's
as
what
hell?
I'm saying. Well, you've seen. Oh, that's AI.
Yeah, that's AI.
Fly as hell. What are you talking about?
Dog, you've seen the ones.
You talking about the arm sleeve type shit. This shit right here.
Hard.
But that's not Adidas.
That's 𝙿𝙾𝚂𝚃.
Oh, that's something like
And this.
Nah, them niggas look goofy.
This is probably in a react. They look
Tassels.
goofy.
Anything that Playboy Cardi would also wear, I probably ain't
Nigga,
fucking
of course you would think tassels are ugly. You didn't get none when you graduated, nigga, but that's your problem.
How many tassels did you get? If you got to think it was none, man, what the fuck?
But this is the
GPA.
picture.
Nazi military uniforms were designed. Like, I don't really see what's fly shit about this, but
You don't see what's fly.
Just the more we podcast, the more our political beliefs just kind of come to fruition. You know what I mean, Lauren?
He's trying to figure
Like, the Nazis are fly as shit. You buying Trump shoes.
He's trying to face you out.
How?
You bought Yeezy pies, nigga. What's up with you?
Nigga, how? You work at it coming from he just got a liberal job. Oh my God.
That don't make me a liberal.
I'm the left, you're the right.
Debating.
You're a fucking liberal now.
I mean, they're debating.
Debating what? With liberals, liberal conflicts.
Nah, because
first of all, debating liberals, you're already losing. It's like fighting a gay dude. And you're sleeping with them.
You're not losing when you fight a gay dude.
And you're in bed with the liberals. You're working with them. You're eating with them. You're conversating and laughing. You're a fucking.
You see, the thing is, right?
What? There's
you progressively over time have had like a character devolution. You know what I mean?
How?
You went from being the most proud nigga about black women on this podcast. He was black this, black that, Black History Month facts every Black History Month facts every episode. Haven't heard one this week.
We're talking about Nick Cannon has a new show, which was what.
That.
That's not a fact. That's a fact.
That's not
That's
history.
a fact.
That's not history. Nobody
That's
cares
a
about
fact.
Nick
Big
Cannon.
Drive. You don't care. You don't watch Big Drive.
Half of Nick Cannon's kids
Whoa.
are mulatto.
What did they have to do with that? They don't have nothing to do with
He's
this.
not
Why
even
are you
making
bringing
black
up
babies.
And first of all, don't call him that.
He's not friends with the black
Don't
community.
call him that.
He's not doing nothing to the black community, and neither are you. But all I'm saying is just I've just noticed the trend over these last couple episodes. Did you lean to the left or right?
Right.
It's all right. You just got to be honest about that shit.
No, first of all, you see, that's what I'm saying. This a liberal mindset. Liberals,
I see some fly as hell.
Liberals tend to not know.
I know you
like,
love that new
their
Kanye
objective.
album.
You know what I mean?
You probably loved that new Kanye album, didn't you, nigga?
3 days, 2 weeks ago, he was like, "Yo, that vulture shit is underrated."
It wasn't out 2 weeks ago.
He did say that shit.
But that nigga was out 2 weeks ago.
You lying just like a conservative would, nigga.
Nigga, no, I'm not,
Fighting
nigga.
semantics.
Nigga, you don't know the truth like a liberal.
Yo, on Homeroom, he was talking about Candace Owens is necessary for the black community.
He was saying that.
You building a damn case, nigga.
How?
What the fuck?
What color is she?
Black. What does that have to do with anything?
She's a black woman, so do I not like black people or do I like black women?
Who
Which one is
historically
it?
doesn't side with black people on black issues?
Historically, so
Historically.
because she doesn't side with niggas, she's against niggas.
Because she's
is that
not,
what you're saying?
her
But this
objective
Lord,
isn't to fit
look
the
at me.
black community.
That's what liberals think. They're not on my side. They're like, no, we're adults.
Nobody's a liberal.
Right.
You
You're
can't even
liberal.
say a talking point that's liberal for me. I just gave you like 5 conservative ones that you've said your very self, nigga. It's film. It's tape.
that I've said that, but you are saying liberal points, nigga. yeah, nigga. You are saying liberal points,
You're
nigga.
just changing your speech.
Yeah, nigga, I'm getting racist in this talk. I'm about to drop the N-word in this bitch.
Yo, you know what's crazy? He called me RE on one of these episodes too.
I'm
One of the
glad you
pre-shows.
remember it.
Yeah, it's just all coming together. It makes sense.
Well, I guess
My brother's a bleep.
Well, whenever you're around a liberal, it just brings it out of you, nigga.
There's no liberal here. You
Yeah,
can't
you're
even
the
defend
liberal.
it.
You're the
You
liberal.
argue like a conservative. Say a point, nigga.
I just said, nigga, you saw how happy he was. I got a new job, y'all. I just make signs. I talk about liberal stuff.
I'm not happy about their politics. I'm happy that my
yes, you
account is no longer in the negative, nigga. I don't give a fuck about what they believe.
But
we over here talking about the price of coke nowadays and shit, nigga. That's that side of the table. I'm just telling you what's available.
Okay.
If you want to have that conversation, you can go over there. But your Proud Boys, they in the right corner to work out.
Whoa, not my Proud Boys.
Nah, your
not my Proud Boys.
You and all.
Keep talking, nigga. You can't talk over the bounce, nigga.
This sounds disgusting.
But niggas, oh yo, speaking of Proud Boys, did y'all see that 𝙼𝙾𝚃 regime that was marching through?
That's why I brought this up.
Yeah. So it was kind of strange,
That was
right?
in Tennessee, right?
It was in Tennessee, and it was weird because I didn't feel anything from it. I was like, shouldn't I be mad at this? Why am I not mad at this? I didn't even know about
this.
It wasn't big enough. And this was kind of happening while y'all was recording the thing. I believe so.
Oh, okay.
And not only so this happened a couple days ago. Like literally a couple days ago. And granted, Tennessee, mainly white people. So I wasn't expecting any outrage per se, because it's mainly white people. Like, why should they be mad? It's like, shit, fuck it.
There's nobody really there to oppose them.
But let's just watch it. I mean, man confronts neo-Nazis marching in Nashville.
And point out which one you are.
Point out which one I am. Okay.
That's pretty funny. I'm not gonna
You're going to be the gay dude behind the camera. This is not nice.
Yeah. They marching.
Yeah, silence, nigga. Just like your stand-up
I
said.
can put the audio up. My fault.
Nigga, we'll see when you do yours, nigga.
I think this might actually just be music. Oh, no.
Man confronts neo-𝙼𝚃 marching in. Went away before I could read it.
All of you, cowards! Show me your faces! Where's your face, you cowards? Show me your face!
English dude, too.
Them niggas said deport all Mexicans.
Damn, that's crazy.
Deport every Mexican, goddamn.
Where's your face? Where's your face? Show me your face. I don't even know who you are. This is my face. Let's go.
Huh.
What did he see?
Who?
That 𝙼𝚃 dude. Like, he saw a Mexican guy and he was like, your people poop in the street.
Nah, I think the dude behind the camera, I think he was from UK.
Yeah, he's a UK guy or something.
But
sounds that way.
That's the whole thing. It's like the sentiment is just that all Mexicans just need to go back to their home.
So they just specifically arming up against Mexicans.
Yeah, so they definitely hate that
UK,
new Joe Biden bill.
Does the UK even have a migrant issue? Mexicans fleed into the UK? Where's this coming from?
This was in Tennessee.
So the UK...
He fucked me up when he said the dude behind the camera was the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made me think this was all in UK. This is in Tennessee.
Right.
But the dude behind the camera from UK.
Right. So it sounds like, at least.
So he's a migrant too.
Yeah,
potentially.
It's funny. It depends. But it is strange though, man. Like we still having these...
Is it a problem?
These marches.
You know how you said you saw this and you didn't feel anything? Like there was no fear. There was not even like an awareness. They were just like, that's happening.
Yeah.
Are we too disconnected from this type of shit? Should we care more?
That and
they're not gangsta anymore.
And does that mean that we're like not officially in the downfall? But when seeing 𝙼𝚃 protests and little things like this happening, and it doesn't even really stimulate you for real, what are we getting prepared for?
That's the thing. Nobody's preparing for anything that could happen.
But that's the thing. I
don't think we're going to care when it happens. It's going to be too late.
I know the 𝙼𝚃s don't like us, but that's never been what they perpetuated. Like they really don't like Mexicans and Jews, and we're the last to hate.
Nah, we're not.
If you really think about it,
it's equal.
Is that really what you're saying? You're saying, fuck it, my group is the third on their list.
That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing.
That's crazy.
This nigga sounds ridiculous.
No, that's what I'm hearing. You know what I mean? Like all Mexicans.
Dr. Umar Johnson would get rid of you.
Dr. Umar Johnson would get rid of me.
He'd sacrifice you to a nonsense.
So you don't see this as a problem because we're not the current threat, or we're not threatened right now.
I'm saying.
So you're gonna wait until it's at our doorstep to say this is fucked up.
Like a Candace Owens would.
No. I'm saying that. I just never viewed them as like hating niggas as much as they hate Mexicans.
No, they hate everybody. They don't like black people. They especially don't like the Hebrews. Can you call Jewish people Hebrews?
I believe so.
Because they're Hebrew, right?
They don't like. I know they don't like niggas. That's obvious. They don't like our color. That's fine. Our pigmentation, but
you still go to a barbecue with them.
Answer. You got one more before it fall flat, nigga. But they're fuck was I about to say?
Something that
God
was probably
damn it,
you was
Tony.
probably about to say hell.
I was about
who.
to say I would have been up there in my Donald Trump shoes, whooping ass.
Whose?
Theirs.
The
But
Aussies?
they're on his side more than likely.
They're on your side. They're the only people that are going to compliment you on your shoes.
You don't think they're gonna vote for a person who may have kind of started a coup of a sort? They're not gonna vote for a person to say, "Hey, the people I'm worshiping, they took over their country. This guy just tried to kind of take over his country. I should vote for him. Maybe we could do it together."
It's not about who they're gonna vote for. It's about what size shoe I'm wearing
I feel that too.
and my foot hitting their face, nigga.
I feel that too.
But I don't know, man. It was some niggas in the crowd that wasn't doing shit. And should they?
Should we be up in arms about this though, or is it
That's
just
what I
freedom of
mean.
speech?
Because it was obviously
in
black people
arms.
in that crowd.
I don't know if we should be up in arms. I'm asking.
I mean, we should be up in arms if they get violent. I don't know. At the same time, it's like
They're not pulling up to niggas' houses anymore. Like that era.
I like the fact that I know that these people are here
That's
and
true.
where they are.
Yeah.
It is kind of fucked up. They going through the street, just throwing that right hand up.
I feel
But
like
it's-
Tennessee is an open carry state. Oh, he just got a knife on him. That's all that is.
He has more than that on him. Nigga.
I'm sure.
But it is one of
I'm
those
trying to see the
things.
guns on the hips though. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, they probably do. It's probably a couple officers, a couple sheriffs too.
But it's like, as long
I mean,
as
it's
nobody,
peaceful protest.
as long
I
as
guess.
nobody touching nobody, it's like, let these niggas look stupid in
Yeah,
public.
just let them do
I'm
their stupid
more
shit.
upset about the fact that, can we even say this? You niggas know that Cornhub is no longer available in North Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a conversation about
Because
it
they
already.
were the
He doesn't read about his state.
Yeah, we already
You don't
had-
know
yeah,
about your
Read
state
about my
legislators.
state. It's not, no.
Nigga.
No, that's not what's
Fuck.
wrong here. That's not what's wrong here.
Where that nigga smile.
Your laptop seems to be a lot stickier than mine. Because y'all niggas knew right away. I'm just not figuring this shit out.
We talked about it on we talked about it on another show already. We talked on 3
Nigga, this-
What of the show?
Nigga,
3 yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
nigga, we talked about it here.
Yeah, we talked about it here too.
We did not talk about this on LOI.
I'm pretty sure.
Look, regardless, nigga, the fact that you don't know what's going on in your state
Means
is something as important as that.
No, I just get real life pussy.
Nigga,
Obviously. And if it comes down to it, I'm going to go to Twitter.
who doesn't? But it's
Everybody
still,
in this room, come on.
it's still not knowing about your
Hey, that
state
was- hold on.
legislator.
That's if the shoe fits this. There was no need to rebuttal to that unless
He's saying that
Okay,
because he
whatever.
can't.
unless the shoe fit.
It's
Okay,
not.
sure.
It's knowing about your state and its policy changes, which you didn't know about. But all in all, what was you about to bring up?
No, you enlightened me since you so researched.
Oh, that's what you were talking about. So, yeah, I mean, if you watch Cornhub as if that's your home, your hub, you're kind of beat. You get it? You beat. Yeah.
It was good.
But overall, it will be no pleasure in yourself on Cornhub. Unfortunately, that's why you have X.
Wait, I thought it was available though. You just had to sign up.
But look, man.
I mean, I'm not.
We
doing
don't do that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
We don't
I'm just
do
saying
that.
it's technically available, right?
Cornhub put out a
do
testimony
that.
and they were like, this is essentially us fighting Big Brother. Because they was like, local legislation wants us to take way more information from y'all than we actually should. Like they're actually kind of being, what's the right word for that?
Nosy.
Commendable, I don't know, one of the amendables.
They're trying to be for the community. They're trying to
They're
keep it
for-
free, keep it whatever.
They're for the jackers, the skeeters,
Yeah.
the laptop
The
warriors,
gooners.
Yeah.
the gooners,
Yeah.
all of them.
They
Yeah.
understand the demographic and they really want to serve their people.
They understand that like we know who we are.
Yeah.
We're not a part of the Illuminati. We help niggas bust nuts.
Right.
Online.
They got to be a part of the Illuminati.
They're not though.
Somebody has to be hosting their parties.
It's a
probably
big
them.
enough conglomerate on its own to where they're self-efficient. They're the underworld. They don't have to be a part of Parliament. They don't need gold Trump shoes.
They're probably like the secret nigga controlling everybody. Cornhub.
Just a puppeteer.
You know
behind the
more
door.
people go to Cornhub than like Google. I'm pretty sure.
Nah,
Which
I think
is why this
Google's
is
number
important.
one.
You got to Google Cornhub to go to
Yeah.
Cornhub. But what was I about to say?
Not always.
This is kind of like, is this an amendment being taken away from us as North Carolinians?
No, because
don't we have the right?
technically you can still watch it. You just have to like create an account.
What?
Which is
I'm trying to be secret about it.
exactly.
They're kind of defeating the whole purpose of watching Corn.
Like, I don't even.
It's like a mystery novel. Like, you do it somewhere quiet, dark. Don't tell nobody about that shit.
And the idea of that, like, there's a video that you want to go back to, or like, oh, that's good, I might save that for another time. Yeah, but I don't save them on my watch later. I
just know the search. You know the search.
It's in the here.
You know the point.
It's somewhere.
It's impacted you enough to say, hey, I know how to find this again.
I know how to find it. It will find me.
Yeah,
I know what direction
I don't have to look for it.
Yeah.
It just comes to me.
You kind of know what to search.
Yeah, you know what to search.
Google.com.
It's number 4.
What are we looking at right here, Lauren?
Nigga, it's number 4.
It's number 4 in the world, right behind X videos.
This was as of November of 2023.
Right in front of X videos.
Yeah, the most viewed websites worldwide.
Niggas said fuck Wikipedia. That's crazy.
There's no need for information when you have titties on screen. But yeah, this is kind of all this political ambition that you have, and you're not even using it for any good. You're not helping nobody. Why didn't you vote on this issue?
There's nothing I could do about this.
There's something that we can all do. If you go to the website, I think there's like a message board of a white lady that's telling us what we can do about this.
But
why you say I think like you haven't tried to access it a few times before you realize what happened?
I don't know if it's still there. I don't know what's going on.
But this is what
go to your search history so we can see it. Your favorites.
Yeah, I'm about to say way quicker to get there. But that's one of the reasons why America is great, because we feed into the policies that feed us. So I don't even watch Pornhub. Like, that's not even much. I don't care. That's not my.
It's not my shit really either.
It's not my
shit.
What
was your shit?
I mean, I was when I did, but I don't really go crazy like that.
What's up with all the curiosity?
What was your shit?
Sex videos.
So you was on the number 5 search engine in the world.
I mean, yeah, I'm a part of the cool group. I'm top 5 in the world.
Select few.
Top 5. I'm top 5, nigga.
I fuck with anything that don't have a lot of pop-up ads.
All of them have pop-up ads.
But a lot of pop-up ads, keyword. Because it's a certain point where I'm like, all right, this is egregious. This is like a GTA 5 laptop.
Yo, speaking of all the freaky shit, we were supposed to have, not going to say designated freak out of respect to her, but let's just say designated freak. She was supposed to come through. Didn't end up happening. She had somewhere to be. She's going to be back, though, eventually whenever, we want her, I guess, whenever we want.
Yeah, she got tied up.
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah.
So I can make corny puns. It's easy, nigga. That's what I'm saying. That weekend shit.
Oh,
it's nothing. You want to do dad jokes? We can do one-liners. We can do two-liners, nigga. Let's do jokes.
If Tone was by himself, he wouldn't be able to win.
Nah.
He needs other people.
That's not true.
And there's certain people in this world.
It's true.
They need other people to push them.
It's true.
That's not true.
That is true.
I didn't need nobody to push me into podcasting. Nobody pushed me into basketball. Nobody's pushed me into anything except for this. And I was already flirting with the idea. He just pissed me off enough to make it happen.
You weren't flirting with the idea. You had the idea cemented.
Exactly.
Y'all were going to go do nomad shit and be comedians. What are you talking about? That was a full cemented idea.
Nah, we weren't thinking about performing at that time. We were just thinking about doing the show.
But comedy,
actually throwing the show.
But comedy was gonna be a part of it.
It probably would have led to that.
It had to.
That's what I'm saying. It would have led to that for sure because we around it and we was already curious enough to do it. But we're on a different timeline now. Apparently, AJ was supposed to piss me off into my stand-up career.
Yeah, nah.
But let's make it happen.
Yeah, nah. We're gonna be on stage very soon. By the time we do it, y'all probably won't know about it.
How much time do you think you need?
I think I want
for 2 minutes. Because that's what Charlie Goodnight said, right? 2
to 3. They don't have it up there on that thing, but I think it's 2.
2 to 3 minutes.
I think so.
Well,
how long would you want?
That's the thing. I'm gonna start preparing for like a cool 8
minutes.
I'm gonna start preparing for like a cool 8.
Do y'all have any material already?
Nah, not right now. I could probably try to look for the old shit I had.
It's like material. Like that's one of the.
I got a little bit.
We have like 176 episodes. I'll just go through.
And
I also I've been writing sparingly for forever, so it's something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got some material. But that is a good point because when there was a day I was sitting down trying to write some jokes and shit. And I was like, let me just listen to things I've said before. So I went to one of our first 3 Yoke appearances. I don't know if it was the first or second one. But then it was I pretty much did a whole bit in that shit. But I performed it out and I was like, nigga, bam.
Yeah.
Just expound upon that shit. I'm not going to say it here. Might use it on stage in front of these white people. But there's a joke.
You gotta say that shit.
Yeah, but I might have to tell a few more jokes before I tell that joke, because it's like, it's not about grape, but, you know, it's pretty close.
Jesus,
prison grape.
You gonna go out like that?
Prison grape is funny. Prison grape is way funnier than just regular.
You gonna go out like that fat black dude? Have you been seeing that fat black dude, David Lucas? He's been getting a lot of heat
for being bad.
He's been getting a lot of heat.
I actually thought that he was well. Shout out to him because he's obviously funny because he's made the career.
I thought that's who they were talking about.
Shout out to David Lucas.
I'm not gonna say I never saw it, but it's just I was never a real fan. You know what I mean?
Well,
I didn't see it.
Well, it's one of those things. Being a fan of a nigga,
I trusted him, but I just never saw it.
So I saw it. The crowd, the niggas was doing nigga shit. Like they were kind of overreacting a little bit, but at the same time, I do get the aspect of like there really wasn't a joke. Like it was just like shit. Like he was talking about Tamir Rice. It's like yeah, like you know, saying with Tamir Rice. Shit, I would have shot that nigga.
Yeah, that's exactly how he said stuff too, and that's just what it was.
And
he justified
it probably was
comedically.
It was probably another jab, maybe 2 jabs behind that, but it wasn't a right hook that led to like you know what I mean. So it's tough, but at the same time,
is it online somewhere? Can we listen?
Literally look up here.
I want to hear him say it.
You talking about the George Floyd clip? That's the one that like people are in arms about,
and that's a part of So click. You see that one? Nah, the short.
The
one to the right though. Yeah, that one. It's that one.
It's this one. Yeah.
This is George Lucas disrespecting.
Not George Lucas.
Why did I say George
David
Lucas?
Lucas.
David Lucas.
Yeah.
Disrespecting Tamir Rice and you know important black people.
The talk in the shadows. Nigga try to ruin the whole show, man. All these fucking good-ass white people at my show. And you wanted to show them the reason George Floyd got his neck nailed on. Don't ooh at that joke. It's just a joke, man. I would have never kneeled on George Floyd's neck. I would have shot that nigga. That was way too long. I think I just canceled the rest of my black.
Wait.
Fans.
Yeah, that's where it stopped.
And then after that, it was like a black woman like, nah, that's wrong. You know that's wrong. That's fucked up.
Yeah,
you know, black
they were
women.
doing all that extra
And
stuff.
then there was a couple niggas like, man, that's fucked up, nigga, you fat motherfucker.
You see, it depends on what school that you come from. Because Patrice O'Neal used to always say, like, comedy isn't a thing to where everybody in the room should be laughing. He was like, a portion of it should be dying hysterically, and then another portion should be like, that was a little too much. Like,
I think Dave, it's like, who am I to speak? I can't have no real opinions until I touch the stage myself. But in my novice ways, he didn't go past the line, but he went just a pass. He went a little bit past it. But what happens is when you're adhering to white people, it accentuates whatever you're talking about.
It puts symbolism on it that might not actually be there.
It puts a little salt on it. So that's kind of what we're seeing here, to where not only what he said was kind of egregious, it was against like the grain or whatever, but
was it a white audience? Is that what you're saying?
He's adhering to white people. So and that's why it came up. Like, y'all trying to show him why George Floyd got his neck stand on. Because I guess niggas was wilding. And so it's like, man, this is why, you know, saying nigga had to put his neck on him, choke the nigga out, put him in a full Nelson.
It wasn't a good enough joke.
That's what I was about to say. Another thing, it wasn't funny enough to justify how fucked up it was.
There was no creativity to it. And if you're going to try to have a creativity on like the leaning on a line or something, you got to make it something. Like,
and there
was nothing to that.
Some shit like that, you either have to really feel it or it has to be very written out.
Yeah.
Or you use that shit as like, I don't know, as like a transition.
But like you
into
said,
like, yeah, George
like you
Floyd.
said, they gave him, there was the crowd gave him time to fix it. So he could have had blows coming behind it that would make it all turn around and make sense. So it doesn't sound like something he's actually worked out.
It doesn't sound like something he feels.
The thing is, right? Because like joking about this it can be bad, but it doesn't have to be. He took the wrong angle about it because you got to think this is such a heartfelt situation. It's gonna be hard for us to laugh at George Floyd, unless like David kind of makes himself the butt of the joke in a sense, or if somebody else isn't the target necessarily,
or if he actually shows a little respect to it throughout the set, and then does something where he throws it off and then brings it back like, nah, but for real though,
where you throw him off, confusion, excitement, what makes niggas laugh.
Like, I was even thinking like, how would I make this shit work? I'll probably say some shit like, well, I wouldn't say it like this, but just the idea. I'm thinking that the white dude, Derek Chauvin, the cop that killed him, I'm thinking he's crazy as fuck. I'm trying to make him the butt of the joke because he has a 6'4" big black nigga that he should have shot, but instead he fucking kneeled on his neck. I'm not explaining this shit.
That wouldn't be funny.
It wouldn't be funny. But that's the same reason he went through.
But that's why
you would have had the same reaction.
But that's why, because you trying to find something that you don't feel, which is going to make it harder.
Right.
Which is
that's what I'm saying.
Which is the same thing he did. I wouldn't have even. There's nothing funny I can think about that I could like take it and excel it. I would have just said that.
But that's when I'm
kind of as like, maybe I would have gone a little bit farther in hopes that it would be funny, but then I would immediately go like to a transition about like, nah, like, you know, it was a little fucked up.
But that's the point. That point I'm trying to make is he could have made himself look pussy by telling the same joke. Like if he was in the cop's shoes, I would have shot that nigga because I'm actually scared of this formidable foe. Now, of course, like you got to make it funny. That's just the premise of it. That's the idea.
Or in a way like
it's a touchy subject.
It's a touchy subject.
It's a touchy subject, but like that's why George Floyd. That's why George can't be the butt of the joke. It has to be him or somebody else.
George can. It's a couple different ways. Like if I had to, I would make it seem like basically what y'all niggas be saying, like I'm super nigga. Like I don't think George was just a strong dude. I would have did some crazy shit. I would have just kicked the nigga off me. I would have said something to where it's like so satirical, you know what I mean, regarding George Floyd, to where
well, see, now I feel like there's gonna be more jokes about it because they're gonna joke on this nigga joking on.
So he went. So y'all know Willie D.
Yeah, Willie D TV.
So Willie D TV, if you type in his name with Willie D TV, something's gonna pop up. Which is actually, please, because we might have to talk about that because it's a podcast.
That's him right there, right?
We have a podcast about podcasts. If y'all didn't know.
That's him, yeah.
And so he was kind of grilling this nigga, right? Just not
over the joke.
Over the premise. He wasn't grilling him, but he was making the stance of like just the common folk argument that like, nigga, you know, you don't think you went a little too far.
Right.
But I wish I would have watched this. But
there was a short. No,
oh, there's a short. Yeah, I mean, we could do the short. If you want.
He looked pretty heated in the short, nigga.
Yeah, but this was the actual clip. You said defends the viral George Floyd joke. So I guess
let's see what happens.
All right, start a little bit of it.
Shout out Willie D.
Willie D live.
Oh wow.
In the studio, David Lucas.
Yes, sir. I'm here
Welcome
in the
to
flesh.
The show, man.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you for taking the opportunity to talk to me.
Man, you've had an interesting week. It's been an interesting week.
It's been a very interesting week.
For those of you who don't know, first of all, there's been a plethora of comedians who have been going back and forth, airing out personal grievances publicly, primarily between one another. David took a different route. David, at one of his recent shows, that was, I believe that was at the Funny Bone in
Kansas City. Yes, sir.
Kansas City.
Why?
David.
Can you pause real quick? Said, why does Willie D sound like he's 76 years old? Y'all get that vibe? But the nigga 40.
Yeah.
For all the Spotify and Apple Podcast listeners, shout out to y'all. This nigga is not 80 years old. I know he sounds like it. He's like 40. Is that y'all don't hear that? He sounds old as shit.
Play it again.
Just look at.
He sound like he might have smoked today.
It sounds like. just play it.
Said that he would not have kneeled on George Floyd's neck. he would have shot that nigga.
Pause. Maybe, but at the same time, he looks like he should sound like that. If that makes sense.
It matches him a little bit.
It matches him. Because he doesn't look old as fuck either. He looks like he's 40, 50, but then his voice kind of matches how he looks, so I don't really...
The cadence make it seem like I'm just
Willie D's a black guy, so
old traveler. But
he talked like an OG, really.
Let's see what David has to say.
For context, he was trying to get
I might have to skip through this because knowing Willie, he's fucking...
And perhaps, depending on how you look at it, joke and being defiant and unapologetic about it.
I'm an advocate for free speech, right?
Okay.
He sound like you.
The great Patrice O'Neal said that a funny joke and a bad joke come from the same place. So that was my attempt at comedy.
Explain it.
It was to get shock value. I'm a troll. You heckle me, now I heckle you. I talked to George Floyd's brother.
When?
Sunday. Trey, you know Trey?
Yeah.
Trey the Truth?
Yeah.
I think he said he's George Floyd's brother or cousin or something.
I'm
Trey
not
the
sure.
Truth.
No,
he didn't talk too much
say
to this
related.
nigga.
Yeah, Trey the Truth.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, Trey, if I upset you personally, because that's your relative, I apologize. But I don't apologize for doing a joke. Who are we as the gatekeepers to say when a joke goes too far? I joke about beating on white women. I joke about killing white women. I joke about gay people. I joke about the transsexual community. So the moment I apologize for a George Floyd joke, now I gotta apologize for every other joke. So who in this situation is the gatekeeper to tell me you went too far or you didn't go far enough? Is it because I'm not famous? If Dave Chappelle would have said that joke, what would have happened? He might would have been a little wittier because he's been doing comedy longer than me, but it's all in the name of laughter, all in the name of free speech. And a lot of people say, you're pandering, you're doing this, you're doing that. How? Because I said a joke about a black guy in front of a majority white audience. Majority of my fan base is white. That's no secret. Black people, for some reason, have never liked my comedy because I'm different. And I don't go up there and talk about big dick, little dick, big pussy, big ass jokes. Those are not my jokes. My jokes are very cerebral. So if you come to my show, I might say...
That last line said so much about what he's thinking, how he's thinking. You know what I mean? Like, you see what he referenced in regards to black comedy. Granted, he was in the family, but he was still wrong. Like, he was close on the spectrum. Like, fat dick, small dick. Like, what are you talking about? Man. That's not what black comedians just only talk about.
There are some that skew that way. I understand what he's saying.
I get what he's, but
you can't put that on all black comedians.
But to make it seem like like your comedy is so cerebral, but niggas aren't.
Yeah, he do kind of sound like black people can't understand his jokes.
That's what he's saying. It sounds like, at least.
And this is what I feel like. He's a little defensive right now.
Yeah, because he's going through what the baby went through when fucking he made that thing, and he was trying to stand on it for so long before just saying like.
He's talking about the ship of 𝐿𝐻.
Yeah, when the baby did that shit or whatever, and he kept trying to stand on it at first. I feel like that's what he's going through. He's just going through a little faster because it looks like he apologized on this video, but I don't know. But yeah,
play that. That might be damning.
It may be. We'll find out.
Tony and other various roast shows. I'm an edgy, push the boundary comedian, and my job as a comedian is to bring humor in dire situations. With that being said, there's a clip that is circulating around social media, and since that clip has came out, I have spoken to a lot of George Floyd's family. I spoke to Cal Wayne, Trey the Truth, Steven Jackson, and my intention was to never cause harm to his family or make them revisit a moment that happened a few years ago. I'm a father, so I get it. I understand how his kids feel. I've spoken to his whole family, to an understanding as to how to move forward from this, and just want to apologize to his kids and everybody who was close to him.
I don't think that's a double back because he apologized to George Floyd's family in the Willie D interview, so he's been pretty consistent with that. He didn't apologize for telling the joke. And I I agree with that. Like,
Yeah,
if you're a comedian, you got to understand that there are some people who, through their art, are really just trying to show their hate. But with a comedian, you kind of got to give him the license that, like, his only objective is to be funny.
Yeah.
That you got to give it to him. And a lot of them, that's what their objective is. So,
and that's
and that license is a license that they're allowed to carry, but that license is also a license you're allowed to carry as long as you're funny.
But it's also like we don't look at
and that's the thing about funny is
you
that
have to get funny first.
Like Patrice O'Neal said, it all starts from the same place.
Because without executing your job as a comedian, it just becomes speech.
Yeah, it becomes
You see what I'm saying?
a presentation.
Yeah. But then again, it's like if Steph Curry misses a shot, he shouldn't get taken off the team.
Of course.
That's what happens with comedians is that when they miss a shot,
but the thing is, we've seen Steph Curry make enough shots.
Because we don't look at him with like.
I said we've seen Steph Curry make enough shots, so
but
that's the thing.
But just with NBA basketball players in general, like if you miss a shot, you shouldn't be in jeopardy of losing your job.
You can't compare it to basketball. It's two completely different things. But it's still, you still can't get mad at the shot. It's a weird thing. It wasn't funny.
Yeah, it just wasn't funny.
It just wasn't funny.
Basketball's not a good one. You know what's a better comparison? Parkour.
Explain.
Because all that shit looks crazy and cool, but if you can attempt it, but if you miss, you might snap some shit up in that landing.
Yeah.
And just like what happens with a bad joke or with a joke that people take offense to, it's like it could have been a cool trick, but hey, it just didn't land and somebody got hurt. That's what happens.
Yeah, it's one of those things. We don't look at comedy as like how medieval knights looked at jesters. Like it was certain shit to where a jester could literally do anything they wanted because that's
a little bit.
But
he had the most. Slack.
There was a lot of slack.
He had the most slack. But he had a limit though because it was some jesters that was too funny.
It happened.
And they chopped that head off.
That was a little too funny.
It happened, but you know that's.
Oh, you made a joke about the king. Oh, hold on, my nigga.
But you know that's
you better like it.
That might happen.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But it's still the concept of like they held the jester to a certain regard. To where they wasn't even, it was just like, do whatever.
And I understand why comedians are sensitive about it because it's a slippery slope once you start to not allow them to push that line or that edge, you know what I'm saying? If people try to stop them from doing that, which they have. But like, there's just a world where I think some of us feel, and I don't know, I don't really care too much about this. I don't think it was funny, so that's why it doesn't hit well.
Yeah.
But I wish that some comedians will stop using that line when you haven't earned that line.
Yeah, it is.
But if you're a comedian, you've earned the line.
You haven't.
What do you mean? Expound upon that.
You haven't earned the. Oh, I'm just. It's a level of comedians that you have to kind of get to first.
Niggas use that
like from the jump as like a crutch, like a.
Niggas use it as a crutch. It's one of the weird things. It is the crutch that you get from when you put in the time.
When you put in, it's like
which he has.
Way.
Let's not.
He's been grinding.
Let's not confuse.
I've been watching him for years.
If you know of this man, you probably seen him on All Def Digital.
Yeah.
Shout out All Def Digital. A lot of great comedians came from that.
Tony and all that shit.
That one black ball dude, Kev on Stage. He has like Super Bowl commercials now. Like that nigga's great. Yeah, no. Shout out Kev on Stage. I like that brother.
Shout out Kev.
So this dude, he's been working a long time.
Yep, he has.
It wasn't a funny joke.
He might have that line, I bet.
But he should have that right.
He might have that right.
He might have.
He might have it.
Because once you've been doing it for like 3-4 years, it's like, all right, like that's enough time. 3-4, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But I feel like even if you just starting off, like your goal is to be funny. So anything you say, I'ma interpret it with that context, even if I don't like it. I'm gonna interpret it with the context of this is an attempt at a joke.
For sure, but as far as
you're speaking from the artist mindset,
from other people's point of view, it's like 4 or 5 years you can get to say that. It's almost like Steph Curry wasn't shooting these shots in the beginning. No, he had to reach a certain point of tenure. You know what I mean, to be able for those shots to be acceptable.
For them to fully be acceptable, but he was shooting them though. He was shooting them for a while.
For them
making them, and then
for them to be,
he wasn't making them for a while. He's been shooting.
He's been shooting them.
For them to be like
thought basketball wasn't the perfect analogy.
I guess to compare it to this, well, the way you were using it, but yeah, nah, man, you gotta work, you gotta hustle for it, which he has, but it still wasn't it still wasn't a good show.
Literally. But what time we at, Lauren? It might be time for Wild or Wise.
Yeah.
I don't know what time
it's
it is.
about that time.
All right. You ready to get into it?
Yeah.
Pull them up on the screen.
I got you. Give me 1 second.
Just read them.
I mean, that's the point of the
pull them up for
screen.
the people, though. Man.
Yeah, shout out to all the Wild or Wise. Y'all have really been killing it with this shit, because there was a period of time where we started off trying to introduce this new segment. That shit fell flat, nigga.
And
that shit.
Nigga, you were the only one who was trying to run away from it, too.
Run away from what?
You was like, should we even do this shit? Jay was like, nah, we got to keep going. He was like, I'm not going to say it no more. Like, yeah, you was on some shit where like.
Oh, yeah.
I give a fuck. I got frustrated. Like, fuck these niggas.
But you see, this is why you're not a businessman, man.
Yeah, neither are you.
Yeah, I am.
I'm
nigga.
wondering why is it normalized for unmarried menaces to be non-virgins? At what age is it weird to be a virgin, Ceiling? Do you all even know any virgins older than 18? Hashtag love or incels. Lovers or incels.
Lovers or incels, you.
That's a good one with the question. This nigga might be a comedian. But wait, I gotta read this question again. Is it normalized for, why is it normalized
At
for
what
unmarried?
age is it weird to be a virgin still? And do you all even know any virgins older than 18? I don't know. No, publicly, no. It's not too many niggas just out here like just spouting that.
Right.
Like I never ate pussy before.
Virgin. No, I've had jobs where I've worked with a dude that was like a virgin ass nigga before, and like he wasn't proud of it, but it was just a thing where it was like, yeah, I'm a virgin. It was like, I don't give a fuck.
Well,
there were a few of them. I don't think, but you can't really get a good number because a lot of people are lying. You know
unmarried,
what I mean?
What you mean?
There's a lot of niggas who saying they getting pussy that's not actually getting real pussy.
Did y'all lie about that when you were in like high school? Before you got it?
I wasn't one of those guys.
Nah, before I got it, nah.
Okay.
Nah. After I got it, that's when it started again. Because I had something to lie about.
I was trying to think of how to admit that. I was like, how do I say it? It's like, I started lying after it became true.
Since I got one pussy, I could technically lie about getting two pussy.
So once you got one, you was like, yeah, they got to do this.
I can imagine what another one feels like to lie about.
Okay.
I got close enough.
Okay.
But what age
I
is
lied
it?
once before. I only got, and that next week, because of the ridicule I got from the homies, next week I was like, I'm fucking something.
How'd they find out you lied?
Because I didn't answer the question properly, and I'm not gonna tell you what the question is on air.
What was the question?
What was the question?
What was the question, Lord? Don't do that.
Do you always pull back the hood? Like, was it some shit like that?
It was some shit along those lines, but it wasn't like, it was some shit along those lines. It was just like, it was
like, what was it? What was it?
It was just that type of shit. It was like,
you're not a virgin no more. You can say it.
Yeah, I know, but it's funny as hell. But it was like a nigga in high school who was all like cracking on each other in the corner, and then you know what I'm saying, he brought up some shit, and there was a bad bitch there too, like in that group. So when he brought this shit up, and we was all just cracking on each other. But then when we had the conversation, and then like the question came to me on some shit, like somebody was like, I don't know if you are. I was like, nigga, whatever. Yeah, nigga, I've been hit. Whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Nigga brought up the question. I was like, I said my answer.
Lord,
nigga was like,
what was the question? Stop doing that
Not even a crazy question. So I am drawing it out because it's not a crazy question. My fault for slow walking this. I apologize.
What's the question? If he kills his climax.
I've already done it. But all it was a nigga was they was asking me like, he was like, nigga, every pussy is pink, and I was like, I said something along the lines of, oh no, he asked me what color pussy is all the time, some shit like that. And I was like, nigga, it's color they skin. But I was talking about the lips in my eyes, but he was just talking about every, you know what I'm saying?
Inside the most important part of it.
Correct, which was technically the correct answer. But in my mind, I was just like,
but you wasn't smart enough to be like, nigga, I'm talking about the lips, you bitch ass nigga.
Yeah. I didn't know how to really, and it just came
reestablish yourself.
I didn't know how to reestablish myself.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even fake the lie.
Yeah.
But in that moment, it was like, it came off like, oh, he don't know what he talking about type shit. So then it was like,
this is exactly
and
what happened.
I looked over at the bad bitch in the corner. She looked at me the way differently than she ever looked at me, and I was like, fuck.
So for all the lovers,
and then the next week, I texted a girl like, hey, by the way, I'm trying to fuck. So
Damn, so you should have never been a virgin if it was that easy. Nigga, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, I was ridiculed. I was shamed. I was shamed into it.
He got shamed into fucking like how we getting shamed into comedy. But
you got shamed so much, she gave you some pussy.
That wasn't her, somebody else.
For all the lovers of incels that are watching this and could potentially make the same mistake that Lauren did, learn that pussy is pink. Always.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the lips are also the color that typically, sometimes darker.
But
sometimes
when they ask the question, that's what they mean.
That's
they
what
don't
they
give a
mean.
fuck.
That's what they mean.
That's
correct.
Obvious.
That's obvious.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's obvious.
But and what age is it weird to still be a virgin? I'd probably say like 21.
I'm gonna be honest, man. It's no weird. My bad. It's no weird age, man.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, bro.
What about 40?
If your son,
well, now we're getting to like comical ranges, but even like the idea, like let's be honest, right? Like,
yeah, go ahead.
We're talking about some pussy. Granted, it's good, it's great. I would highly recommend you get some.
Right.
To all the niggas listening, if you haven't tasted it, seen it, you know. But it's still not a thing that really matters. You feel me? Like, we need to be switching this conversation to like, nigga, what age did you start your Roth IRA?
No,
No, we need to be having these conversations.
But that wasn't the question he asked. What are you talking about?
35.
Why are we gonna switch this to
35. I'll answer it.
How old would
35.
your son have to be for him to not get pussy and you look at him disappointed? If your son came to you and he's 27 years old, he's like, Dad, I still don't know how to get to second base.
If he's 25, I'm going to be thinking he's trying to be a pastor.
Which is okay.
If he's 25 and I'm like, he says something that's like, oh, this nigga hasn't got no pussy yet, I'm going to think it's because of the Lord. So I guess 25, but I don't want to, like 25, that's still pretty fucking young.
I would say 21. Like if you, high school.
You think that's weird?
21? I understand.
I think that's weird.
I understand you being in high school and maybe not accomplishing pussy, even though a lot of niggas can and do.
But 25 is where
I was one of them. But if you get to college and like you graduate college, a virgin, like college is pussy land.
It's the area where everybody's doing shit.
You know what I'm saying? We're all living.
If you don't go to college, then.
If you don't go to college, like it depends on how you live.
But I'm thinking college age too.
I get what you're saying.
But honestly, you guys may understand this too because you've been in both worlds. Yeah. I think not going to college and still achieving getting a good amount of pussy sets your skills apart from everybody else.
That's yes. It's almost like the same thing with how like it's a nigga in college going to school for what we're doing, trying to meet Joe Budden, trying to meet these niggas for something we just dropped out and did. So it's different. It's different with. So we have a different level of expertise, hunger, a couple different things,
a little bit,
but also like it's
different with getting pussy though, because there is a case to be said that when you're on a college campus, you're getting the most reps because you have the most options there. It's a controlled environment.
But you're getting options,
so you get to shoot a lot more as opposed to you in your everyday life. It might not just be bad bitches that you go to school
But you're getting reps in an arena where reps are supposed to be had. So like you're getting reps in a training gym.
But the results are still real world though. It's like training indicates that this doesn't matter.
It's almost
the score is still kept when you're in college.
The score is kept. The score you're getting
that's
real world.
That's the reason the whole training thing don't hold up.
You're getting real world experience. You are
because it's still, even though it is there, it's real shit still.
But
I gotta really fuck this bitch.
But it's also
I gotta convince her to give me them pussies.
Pussies.
I sound like I've never had pussy.
A college campus,
the ease of access is
completely different.
Yeah.
Like the idea of fucking on a college campus, it's not even like fuck. It's like drinking water.
That's normal. Yeah.
Like but the outside world, fucking is fucking. Like you know what I mean? Fucking is fucking.
Yeah, going to a bar and pulling something home that night because of what you did. That's different than going to a college campus and going to a party at the.
It's
two completely different things.
That's different.
It's the same science.
It's two different types of science.
It's the art of persuasion. And you're playing it the same way. It's just different arenas.
And we're also talking about college time and the atmosphere of college and that time frame of life.
It's easier. I will give you that for sure. All that is true. But it's still.
No, I know what you're saying.
Because it's niggas who go and don't get pussy. It's not like you just go to college and get pussy.
But there's niggas, but you do though, from what I understand. Because there's niggas that go and just fall into it too.
A certain individual, but it's like it's some people who are gonna struggle for the rest of their fucking life. It's just how it is.
I was at community college and I fell into it.
Like, bro, I'm gonna be
community college.
It's still school.
Water finds this level.
Bad bitches.
Like, bro, water finds this level all the time. It doesn't matter what type of nigga you are. if you're in college, you're probably gonna find some pussy that you don't even want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what it is. Outside
But
world
that's
is
not finding
completely
pussy, though. That's not finding pussy.
It's different though.
Because
it's
if
different.
niggas, the goal is to get the pussy you want. You know how many bitches you turned down fucking because you didn't want to fuck them?
Tony, it's semantics though. The point is that the skills you're gaining, like first of all, the women on a college campus are just a little bit more open to the idea of having penis in their mouth.
Yeah. So are bitches at bars though.
That's true.
It's easier to get a bitch to fuck at a bar than at Target.
Not than at college.
Not necessarily, because even if you're like at a college party, you're at a college party. So the girl, that social cue of like who you are, it's already done because you're at a college party. He probably goes to school. You know what I mean? So you're already in there.
But that's what I'm saying about the game is the same, it's just in different places. Like if you go to a bar, Lauren looks important, he's driving a nice car. It's like
you don't know as much. You already have one thing in common when you go to a college party. I know this about. I have an easier access to get into the door on any level. Like compared to not knowing who or what this nigga is about or anything, and knowing that people dress up to look a part and they're not that part. So it's like a different. It's a little bit different of a game. But I'm not knocking what you niggas get, because some niggas they use that in college, that training time, and they get extremely nice.
Yeah.
And then when they get to the real world, it translates. You know what I'm saying? But to start in the real world and stay in the real world, you hone your skills differently.
It's completely different.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just never thought about it that deeply. I was always like, if I can get bitches, I can get bitches anywhere.
I mean, that's a fact.
And I don't know a nigga who's like, I can only get bitches at college. I can't get bitches in the real
niggas ain't
world.
saying that.
Or vice versa. It's like, hey, nigga, you can get bitches.
You can't. You can get bitches. It's true.
I digress.
I was about to say, because we
go.
I think when you said that, we're not even arguing the same point.
Kind of.
But LOI, this was the lovely lady, Jazzy J's World. J's World. LOI, since y'all one of the best hooping podcasts, why don't y'all challenge another Raleigh podcast to a game? That's a good question. We're probably right. Out of every podcast in Raleigh, I don't think it would be fair. I can't think of another podcast in Raleigh that's athletic. That's like, I don't know, like what do these niggas be doing?
There's really no telling. The only reason this hasn't happened yet is because there's no competition. So
yeah.
I was about to say,
rise, they can fucking put a ball in the basket, we'll hit them up.
Yeah, I don't know about no podcast. It's probably like some other groups we could probably hit up.
Yeah.
Might hit up some local rappers, you know what I mean? Your favorite rappers in Raleigh.
We can do that.
But yeah, we might do that. Like, yeah.
That'd be a good thing.
Local rapper shit.
Yeah.
Fuck them niggas up.
She has one more.
LOI, how has your life changed since joining Menace Material? More.
Yeah, it's been pretty much the same.
I'm in more.
I'm in very often, every Sunday actually.
Yeah. Definitely, that's probably the main thing.
How has your life changed since joining Menace Material? Well, actually, technically, now that I think about it, yeah, shit has actually changed very sporadically. I've got my grandma's approval for my occupation finally. There's a couple people in my family who believe this is a real thing now. So I would say joining Menace Material has legitimized myself in my family's eyes, nigga.
Your family wasn't fucking with you.
Yeah, niggas on Joe Budden and shit.
That's crazy.
Nigga needs some validation in this motherfucker. Yeah, shout out to Menace, man. Shout out to the team. Yeah, you know, a lot's changed. A lot hasn't changed. A lot still the same. You know what I mean?
Situations are actually, they're not the same. I think it's worked well for everybody.
As far as the process,
the process is changed too.
As far as it's like niggas get a mic and record. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you can break it down on that simple level, but a lot has changed.
A lot has changed.
In a way.
We met a lot of cool people.
A lot has changed.
Shout out to all the cool people we met. But
I don't think we need to downplay
what
we've been able to accomplish. And not saying that we've accomplished a lot, but just saying that we've seen a lot of growth since the beginning.
Yeah, growth.
Yeah, for sure.
But the way I was thinking about the question was like my average, like actual life.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
And that's actually, I was about to say, gotten worse.
Yeah, we probably won't see that change till hopefully the end of this year.
Hopefully.
But you know, overall, it's been real good. It's been real successful. Happy here.
Yeah, I was about to say, love it here. Lots of inches. I don't like that.
Why you go straight to that?
Why? Yeah. Pause. That caught your eye first. I didn't even see that. Why don't men show love to their male friends? Do you tell your homies you love them? What is the proper way to express love to our brothers without it being viewed as gay? Hashtag lots of inches.
Our brothers. So you are black. Last episode we were debating. I'm good. That's good to know.
But don't ever tell us. It's funnier that way. Just keep guessing. But
that was gay. Lots of inches. What's the point of that?
Gay.
He's funny. It's a joke. He's being funny. But
so how do y'all express love, man?
I don't.
Exactly. Exactly what I just said.
I pass him the blunt.
Silence.
That's like sharing drugs. Yeah. It's just it's an understood thing.
You've never told each other you love each other?
Verbally?
Yeah, verbally.
Probably not. I don't think so.
Nah, I don't think so.
You don't think you've never said I love you, man. I love you, bro.
Put it this way.
I love you, brother.
Put it this way.
Not with like that much enunciation over the words.
I've had moments where I've gotten like real high and started thinking about like how everything could go wrong. That's happened multiple times. And I was like, yo, what would I do? And I think I saw some shit where like a nigga homie died. I was like, what would I do if this nigga Justin died?
That's gay. they get high and think about me. But you see, that's probably gay. But just telling me.
But you know, it doesn't happen for a lot of men until they're not in the same space anymore. Until they're until you have to separate.
Older. Yeah,
older or separate,
or until they actually die. Because like you're saying, I'm not even about to tell this nigga I love him. I'm just about to say what would happen if he died. I'd be fucked up. That shit would be crazy.
Yeah.
Just lost my homie.
But like Shane's brother, you know what I'm saying? Like Shane's brother, Sharon.
Shout out Sharon.
Yeah, shout out to Sharon. Like, we all like tight as hell. We're all very close friends. And I don't remember really saying I love this nigga that much until the nigga moved to fucking Cali. He's not here no more. I can't see him. You know what I'm saying? So when I chop it with him every now and then, you know what I'm saying? Damn,
bro. You choke
bro.
up a little bit?
Nah, I don't choke up. You just be like, damn, bro. Miss you, dog. Like, some real shit. Like, it's been, you know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit happens when the space goes away.
Yeah.
You know you don't have the space no more.
No, that is
Brotherly
interesting.
Love.
Yeah, man.
Brotherly love.
It's real shit.
And I don't. And it really depends on like where you're at. Like
when you see your friend, right? Say both of y'all, you end up in Cali, you stay here, either one, right? And both of y'all are doing your things, grinding. You see each other still working. You chopping it up as much as you can. You see each other. There's gonna be a day that hits where you start telling the nigga, I fuck with the work you doing. However you saying it. Y'all might be smoking a blunt. You gonna tell him I fuck with the work you doing.
When has this happened? What are you talking about?
I'm saying in general. I'm just saying that might happen.
To you?
It happened to me, at least. I don't know.
That's
for me,
what I'm saying. What date?
I don't know, nigga. But it was just like after not talking to the nigga for like a while and then talking to him again. And I've seen all the work. It's like, yo, love everything you doing. But you chop it with each other. They say the same thing, and it's like,
yeah.
Shit.
And I mean, equator lines do help with that.
Yeah.
Living on the opposite side of the equator.
I tell my little bro, Chris,
I feel like not telling your homie that you love him is what keeps the relationship what it is. Because you got to understand, right? A dude's relationship with his homie is different than a girl's relationship with her best friend. They love each other.
Absolutely.
And they say it all the time because they don't really mean it.
That shit don't happen on this
We don't say it ever because it's like it's understood. It's like, nigga, this is my brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
We actually mean it.
Absolutely.
So it's like, it's almost beneath us.
But that's what I'm saying. I think it would change if niggas moved.
Yeah, if niggas moved,
I think
probably.
Got sick, started dying. But what is it? I'd be like, damn, well, you know.
Well, I get what you're saying with the whole moving thing because it's like, you know, I think I've started like my actual brother. Like, granted, I've probably always used to tell the nigga I love him, but it wasn't until I started remembering it.
Yeah.
Until the nigga was stationed in Hawaii.
Exactly.
There's something to that
type of shit.
But also, yeah,
I mean, that's the only thing I can think of because that's the only time it's really turned into that for me. So that's why I said that.
And the second part of this question is, how do you express love to your brothers without it being viewed as gay? I would say beat him in basketball.
Shit like that.
You know, pass the weed around, push-up contest.
Yeah, shit like that.
You know, nigga shit. Yeah. That's how you know.
Yeah, that's
With
true.
bonding.
That's true.
Just don't. It depends on what color you are too. Because if you want white boy advice, I can't give you that.
Yeah.
I don't know how they
This
love
type
each
of
other.
shit normally comes like you give them a really good no-look pass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was at the basket, but I saw you coming, so I did that so you can get the finish.
You see?
You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that.
It's the love that's how I knew he was right there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Little shit like that.
Exactly. That's it. Most times.
Lots of benches.
Through adventures, nigga.
Yeah, nah.
That's crazy. I think we got one more.
Shout out to MPPD. How do you think LOI, Joe Flash, shout out to you. How do you think the NBA could fix this dunk contest? Shout out the dunk contest. We didn't even talk about it for good reason.
Trash.
Because Jaylen Brown dunked over Kai when he was sitting down.
Yeah, that
and
was
he didn't
crazy.
even dunk over him because he was like kind of to the side of him.
And got a 50.
Jaylen Brown
a 50 for that.
Jaylen Brown thought that sticking his tongue out like Michael Jordan would make his
This
dunks look
nigga
good.
is so.
It was so bad, bro.
Yeah,
That's why Boston gets
shout
all
out-
the hate they deserve.
Literally. And shout out my white boy Mac McClung because I knew he was going to do it.
He was
going
gonna-
there and
yeah,
do
he
this
was
shit.
gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
And the nigga is like, this is how you fix the dunk contest. Just don't do it no more.
Just
I
don't
think.
get NBA players anymore.
It's either don't do it no more. It's three options. Don't do it. That's what I'm leaning towards because I'm tired of seeing that shit. Or make it a different battle. Make it like a horse aspect to where it's like, all right, if I do windmill, you got to do this crazy ass windmill off the backboard. We're playing like that as opposed to niggas just going up and doing the same dunks again.
But why hasn't
Or
anybody
just add in these professional dunkers?
That's what I'm saying.
Let them
You
do it.
have to.
Why hasn't anybody ever taken like the NBA street thing? Like I've never seen like 4 niggas bounce it off the backboard together and somebody like throw it in between his legs, bounce it off the backboard, another nigga run in and catch it. Like you remember they had the game breaks and shit like that?
Because nobody,
But all that shit would be cool. Like and then have somebody run in and get underneath the lane and somebody jump over him at the end. Like
nobody has that
That should
much
be hard.
care for it because
outside of the professional niggas who do it.
outside of the professional niggas to do it, and like people need like what is it like? People need shit to yearn for. Like these are NBA players that are making millions of dollars.
You got to put some money behind it.
It's deeper than yes,
like
and
they're
possibly no.
250,000 grand prize type shit.
Yes, and possibly no.
Maybe not. I think they just got to make it more competitive. What they had was working up until we realized all the dunks we could possibly do right now. Even though Mac McClung he did just do some new shit I've never seen
That shit
before.
was cool.
But we got to make it competitive again. I think we should get the best dunkers in the NBA versus the best pro dunkers who don't actually play professional basketball and have them do like some
Pro
type
dunkers
of,
would shit on them.
and that's the thing though. They could talk shit. They
shit
can
on
make
them.
it seem like it's like, nigga, all y'all do is done. Like, it could be a whole thing. It could be entertaining again. And then these niggas play horse.
That's a different skill set.
It is. But what's the different skill set? Dunking?
The professional dunkers, that's all they do.
Yeah.
NBA,
But that's
NBA
what
players don't
it's
have
going to be
time
exciting.
To, like, yeah.
It's going to be exciting. Now we get to see it's like, all right, first of all, you an NBA player, so you really got to try. You can't lose to this nigga who just dunk all the time, even though you probably will. And it's their chance to battle up against real basketball players. It's like, all right, you can hoop for real, but nigga, you ain't got. It's just gonna be. It'll be more entertaining than what they have now.
Yeah, the only fun part would be the professional dunkers because it's like that's what they do though.
Correct.
You know, but outside of that,
if they doing a crazy dunk, the NBA players don't try, and we get to see them niggas attempt and potentially do it or potentially lose. It's like now we got suspense.
Yeah, but
now we got like there's something moving.
But at the same time, like as a business, like you're supposed to sell your players.
Yeah,
and like you're kind of selling other niggas.
That's what you do during the celebrity game.
Yeah, but that's a celebrity game.
Yeah, that's true. It's bringing
you
more
know what I'm
eyes,
saying?
Yeah, but it's like All-Star Weekend. The bottom line isn't to sell the players. The bottom line is, first of all, this is the break for the season. This is just like the break for the season where we kind of celebrate greatness in the NBA. But that doesn't mean we got to limit it to just greatness in the NBA. Basketball is being played everywhere. And if the NBA is really trying to like rival the NFL and shit, they got to start doing shit like this.
They're doing a lot of shit,
They
though.
already are implementing
They're doing
these
a
things.
bunch
That's
of
what I'm
shit.
saying.
Adam Silver been going crazy.
Them having the best dunkers in the NBA go up against pro dunkers is not far-fetched. That could happen, and it would be.
Adam Silver been going crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
It could definitely happen. It could definitely happen. I would just, it would suck for like the best thing about the dunk contest. It has nothing to do with NBA players because inevitably that's what it would evolve to. Because the NBA players are going to be like, I mean, I don't really need $250,000, especially to go up to a nigga that only does this. I'll just stay on the sidelines. Like
some of them do that now.
Yeah, but it's just going to be all them niggas because
not necessarily.
But that's the domino that could happen to where it just it kind of sets in stone that like, well, shit, they getting pro dunkers, nigga. I'm not like what. No,
I don't think that they would be that scared of a pro dunker.
It's not about scared. It's about
like you get what I'm saying, Lauren.
It's about the value attached to whatever the prize is. Like nobody.
It's a competition. Like, what's the value of Victor Wembanyama doing the skills challenge? Nobody even watches that shit, but they all want to do it, and that's just a skill challenge. You wouldn't want to play dunk horse.
You're bringing up something else.
What you're saying is a good idea, like more elite athlete versus elite off the street.
I get what you're saying. Like I would love to see
elite athlete versus citizen.
Come
you know what
see
I'm saying?
our players get tested because we claim we got the best in the world.
Right,
Let's show we the best in the world.
Right,
and you know that puts onus on the players to actually.
Some players might actually, even some fucking bench warmers, they might actually be like really hungry to show niggas the difference between the elite level and your level. So maybe that would be a good.
That's what I'm saying.
It could be a good thought.
It's gonna spice it up, make things hot.
It all depends, man.
It's like adding toys to the bedroom. But were there any more Wild LOIs?
No, they weren't. But I did want to quickly just say the Sabrina shit with Steph, the 3-point shit.
Yeah,
that shit was kind of fun.
I didn't see that.
I did. Because she shot from the men's line, right?
Yeah, she shot from men's line with an NBA, with a WNBA ball.
With an NBA ball.
Yeah.
The white girl.
The white girl. The 3-point contest between her and Steph.
Yeah.
You didn't see that?
And that's cool too. Because were women always a part of it?
No, this is the first time they've ever been a part of the NBA All-Star break.
And I really fuck with that. That's dope.
Yeah.
And I could also see like niggas like Lethal Shooter.
She was actually fucking.
She almost beat him.
Halfway through. She went first. Halfway through that beginning of that shit, bro. I was literally. You can see it.
You saw Karl Anthony Towns foot on the line?
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, like 5 threes and ain't count.
I was like, I was watching this shit like, yo, shorty is not missing. It looked at the beginning that she was gonna fuck this nigga up.
Arms got tired.
Distracted.
Probably.
I think too. Yeah, I think she did start getting like her legs. She wasn't using her legs or something after a while.
Hey man, that distance get heavy. Arms start getting tired.
And Tone Groove thinks he can beat a WNBA player.
Yeah, what?
Basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, Sabrina
One of them.
Sabrina would fuck you up.
Yeah, bro.
Nah.
Yeah, she
probably
would
destroy you.
Sabrina would fuck you up.
Sabrina turn you to a feminist.
Nah, nigga.
Bitch, and make you a lesbian.
Nah.
She hitting the money balls.
She'll probably make you a lesbian the way you love basketball so much. You'll probably become her basketball gimp. Hand me my balls, stupid.
That doesn't even make sense.
That's what you're going to be doing.
Why would I do that?
She's going to make you her punk.
She got a good jump shot. Good form.
Yeah. It's a girl form. Wait, actually, no.
No, that's good
It's
form.
kind of a nigga form.
That's a nigga form.
It's not a nigga's form. It's good. It's a girl's form. It's just good form.
But it's
a girl's
you
form.
can tell
it's just
she's
good
really
form. If
look
she's
at that. That's a nigga.
She's releasing the ball under her chin.
Look at her base. Look at her base.
That's just her base. She's releasing the ball under her chin.
But look at her base. Her form is good.
I'm not saying it's bad, but that's not a dude's form. Only dude that shoot like that is like Trae Young. He's a small man.
It's probably,
you see how she releases under her chin? She's still heaving it.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
She's supposed to use her legs.
And it's the men's 3-point line, so she kind of it's a lot of power that needs to be generated. But yeah, nah, man.
They got the same amount of shoulders though. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, she even from the front, bitch look
your type of style, right?
Nah, not my type of style.
Like them hoes in the testosterone, nigga.
Nah, I like my women black. You like that lighter complexion.
Not necessarily. I just don't mind it.
But all in all, I watched that A&P Love Doctor. That shit was kind of stupid. But all in all, you know what I mean? I really appreciate y'all niggas and niggettes for watching, all the good brothers and sisters that have participated in YLOI. For those of you that forgot, #YLOI. Any questions or concerns that you want us to talk about in the comments, just put it down below. You know what I mean? We're going to do our best. We're going to do our due diligence to, answer the questions in a timely manner. Please like the video, subscribe, do all that. $5 Patreon, we got it. What else we got? 3 Oak Monday, Homeroom Tuesday. LOI, you've been watching. J Noblez.
Tone Groove.
White man behind the boards.
Yeah.
We out.